How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Big Six. Hope you're all good. Hope you're all well. Hit that like button first and foremost. Let's get the likes up to 1,000 people. If we can do that nice and early, it's the last show before Christmas. If you celebrate, Merry Christmas. If you don't, it's the holiday season. Hope you and the family are all good. And yeah, wishing you the best going into 2025, even though we've got another show coming up before 2025. Yeah, I might as well let you know now since it's the beginning of the show. Next show is Saturday at 1 p.m, people. Yeah, because there's football all the way through the week. So the next show is Saturday, 1 p.m. That will have game week 17 covered off, and then literally game week 18 then starts straight after that. So that's the only time we could really, you know, fill it in. So yeah, on that, make sure you're there Saturday, 1 p.m. And yeah, I can see a few people are on the intro. Listen, that's on me. It was either an intro tonight or a gift on Christmas Day. You know, I opted to go for the gift on Christmas Day. Hopefully Christmas Day, you appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe, put the notification bell on. And yeah, Christmas Day, something will be dropping on the channel. So I'll show some love, people, as always. And Proton VPN's in the building again. You know what to do again. Over 8,500 servers available in hella countries. There's a QR code on the screen. Easy as, people. Just scan it and show them some love. Link in the description, link in the live chat. And yeah, we keep it moving. And I see people booing and saying, no, remember it's Christmas.
What's wrong with these people? You get an edit every week, man. Like,
they want man to work through Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and like,
yeah, man.
I'm with the boo, man.
Yo, let's go chill. It's Christmas and now.
Trust me.
Shout out to Skull. You know what I mean? I'll get you a gift as well. But like, guy works hard, man. Leave him alone, man.
Yeah, come on. He does a lot behind the scenes.
One of the few times I'm actually I'm wishing him positive things. Merry Christmas.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
He ain't gonna like that though. That you.
He ain't gonna like that.
He might usually on Saturday.
Normally I'm wishing for his car to get mashed
I
up.
was just about to say that. Literally,
need to break down again because a man's knees are made of paper. To break down again. You're nasty, man.
Mate. People, yeah, apologies on that, but like I said, gift on Christmas Day, show Proton some love, hit the like button, make sure you subscribe. We're very close to 80k, so if we can hit up the subscribe button, if you're not subscribed, do that, people. It means a lot. Road to 100k 2025 is well and truly on the way, even with 7-8 days remaining. But we move. I mean, how is everyone? Obviously was with a few of you yesterday watching the game, and to be honest, the other two, I mean, we're starting with the other two. It's somewhere in Manchester. We're starting tonight. I don't know. It's the red half or the blue half. I don't know what's going on. But SAEED.
Yeah, man. Let's just start with the banner.
You was loud last week. You did give Steve a long lecture, and then
listen,
mate.
It's humbler, right? GRIZZ.
Life comes at you fast, man. Life comes at you fast,
man. You know what I mean? And I think that's me done in terms of gassing up this team, you know, guys.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Why are you lying?
No, generally,
Oh,
guys.
please, man.
I am humbled. Yeah.
No, you're not.
I am defeated. And I left the ground early. Tobs, I cussed you out last time, I think. Obviously, you left a bit earlier than me, but I left on the 85th minute, guys. I never leave. I know I've been through the 5-0s, all of these kind of drubbings here, but I left last night because I was like, I had enough, man. Not good enough. These players are not good enough. And it's all good and well, get yourself up for a Manchester derby. But I'll be honest with you, the bigger test was Bournemouth. No respect, Steve, for the way you're playing and whatnot, and one winning 12. But the bigger test was Bournemouth. And listen, they deserve 3-0. 3-0, man. 6-0 on aggregate, guys, man. Bournemouth, you know.
Isn't it 7?
Sorry?
No, I think they lost 3-0.
3-0, brother. 3-0.
Yeah, but you lost 4-0 last season, was it not?
4-0 to who? To Bournemouth.
To Bournemouth, yeah.
Was it not Brentford they lost 4-0 to? I think it was Brentford.
No, I'm definitely sure. So I remember Solanke dunking on them at Old Trafford.
Yeah,
I think that was 3-0. I think that was
back-to-back 3-0s. Yeah, back-to-back 3-0s.
Is it 3?
Yeah, it was 3. Yeah, it was 3. Honestly, check it. Back-to-back. And you know what? It was about 2 weeks last year. I think it was the 9th of December. So funny enough,
just annual little leaving party.
Annual Bournemouth battering, bro. It's the annual Bournemouth battering. I can't lie to you guys. Who would have thought it? I know you lot had your Brentfords and that, Matisse, but that was a little light little 2-1s and that.
Nah, we got fucked up.
No, you did. But it's like, bro, at least you scored a couple of goals, bro. We scored nada. Yeah, they
Wolves
came
battered us as well one time.
Wolves,
West Brom.
top manager, by the way. And I told you guys, I wasn't confident. And I'm not going to say that's my excuse, but I was not confident at all. And rightly so, man. This team are a good team. But to be fair, it's easy now to play against Man United, if I'm being true and honest with you. The players are not good enough. The system is working, but the problem is the personnel are rubbish, man. Toby, listen, Lisandro Martinez, yeah, for me, in that left side centre-back role, not starting. So
I watched your start sub cell.
Yeah. You watched it, right? So this is, guys, I'm opening up. This is therapy. You call it what you want. I'm opening up, guys. Yeah. This is me right now.
Safe space. I always say,
yeah,
this is a safe space for all of us.
Absolutely.
Yeah? Each one of you, all of us have our own individual channels and platforms to speak to our own communities and hype up and do all the drama and whatever we want to do. But when we get together on the Big Six, I like to think it's a safe space. So first and foremost,
I have it the other way around.
No.
Okay, carry on.
That's the difference between you and me. Experience.
Yeah.
First of all, I want Steve to come back because it's a safe space.
Yeah.
This is a safe space for all of us. We can air our grievances.
Yeah.
We've all been in the mud now. This is the beauty of the Big Six. Each one of us has now been in the mud. Can you believe it, guys?
Some of us have never taken a breath, but carry on.
Yeah, some of us have not left it. You know what I mean? Me, I've never left the mud.
Don't do
it. I'm having a trophy in that.
And me.
You know what I mean? I'm having a little bit of Wembley. But
some of us haven't seen the light. Some of us haven't seen any light.
Bro, listen, I might have had a little trip to Wembley and that, but ultimately, we've gone back into the mud. You know what I mean? Voluntarily. We've just handed our keys and said, yo, I want to go back in there. Yeah? The butcher's closed. It is closed for a foreseeable future. So it is what it is, yeah? For me, when I look at this squad and I break it down, I'm probably keeping about 5 players, 6 players. The rest of them, this needs to be a rebuild. I look at Arsenal, Bukayo Saka and Martinelli are the only 2 I believe are available since. I look at Chelsea. I think it's Chilwell, Cucurella, and Reece James there, yeah, since about, the last 2-3 years. We need a rebuild. I'm ready for it. There's no more gaslighting. There's no more gassing. There's no more combined 11s from me, yeah. There's even no more cooking. Steve, I won't cook Man City now. I'm going to focus on my own shit, yeah?
Where's my camera?
Focus on my own table, yeah? And I clip this. There ain't no more, unless there's one. Unless Liverpool bottle it, that's the only time I'm going to laugh at Liverpool. Everything else, if Arsenal stumble, if Man City stumble, if Tottenham, I don't care, yeah? I genuinely, not my concern. My concern is what's going on right now at this club, yeah? Rats are about. You know what I'm saying? There's a rat infestation. You know what I mean? The roof's leaking. So I need to tap to the roofs, yeah? We need a rebuild. So there's a lot of stuff.
Same shit I've been telling you for the last fucking 5 years.
I'll let you land. You will have your talk on this one. So there's a lot of stuff that we need to focus on. You know what I mean? So I will sort that out with my community, but you will not see me on anyone or shitting on anyone. Like I said, only if Liverpool lose the league title.
Why are you lying to us?
No, can you listen? Guys, this is me. What's the date today? 23rd of the 12th.
I've recorded it.
Yeah, record it. Please record it. So this is what I'm trying to say to you guys, yeah? This was for me. They broken me. I left the stadium early. I realized I can't laugh at anyone because my club is 13th. I've never seen my club 13th at Christmas. Never.
Wow.
7th,
13th. I didn't even check you lot and like where you are in the thing.
It's history.
13th.
It's history. Never 13th. Wow. I don't know the surroundings, random. I don't know what's going on. I've been 8th, cool, but I've never been around this looking at other results. I'm looking at other results now on the final score. Oh, did they drop points today? Can we close the gap? Brother.
Southampton and the man, yeah?
No. That's relax. But Nottingham Forest are 9 points ahead of us. Yeah. Bournemouth today leapfrogging to 5th. Yeah. This is a serious league now. And unless we get rid of all these players, There ain't no more gassing from me. It's game by game. One game at a time. So I'm going to deal with Wolves next. When I deal with Wolves, I enjoy the victory, but I say, you know what? That day's done. We move now into the next game. It's game by game motion. I'm not looking for no top 6. I'm not looking for this. I'm not looking for that. Just win the next game. That's what I'm on right now.
You targeting 40 points?
Brother, I don't know what we're on right now, but I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know what. Let me just quickly check the Premier League table. You know what I'm saying to you? We are currently on 22 points. Yeah, 17 games played. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I mean? That's gonna be tricky. But let's see. Right now, just win your next game. I don't know if we're beating Wolves. So for me, guys, I've been humbled. And it's going to take me a while, maybe 1 year, 2 years to get out of this, you know? And I'm sorry for the people that are going to be disappointed in this. But, guys, it's for the betterment of United, yeah? Because I can't gas this team up unless they show me they are going to get rid of these players. And I mean Rashford. I mean Bruno Fernandes. I mean these guys are not good enough, yeah? If it means Lisandro, go. If it means that player, Onana, go. Get it sorted and get it done. Because we ain't going anywhere if half of these crap players are here. If there's no rebuild, that's it. Because you can't polish a turd. And Amarin right now, I feel sorry for him because right now he's having to get the tune out of players that don't want to be here. He's having to talk with this. He's got to look at the roof leaking. I mean, it's all a madness. He's trying to do a press conference, man, then. He's got to be serious. He looks up. Shit, the roof's leaking. Brother, it's all over the place. So for me right now,
droppings in the press room.
Brother, it's mad.
What?
So
you're echoing, Matisse.
Yeah, same.
No, it's not rat droppings.
Two-star hygiene rating again. Gone back down. 2-star.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at.
Mice droppings in the.
It's not mice droppings.
This is normal. You know, it's common knowledge. This. Do you know what I mean? And the only drip check. Remember when he was going on about Amarim's drip check? The only drip check was whether his Moncler was waterproof. There, having a, you know what I mean? About having full-on streams about the drip check. Let's have a full-on stream about the plumbing, yeah? And then the chicken rating, you know what I mean? Never mind the drip check. You know what I mean? Well, listen, I've got no room to talk. I know my team's in the shit, but I ain't going around trying to troll everybody else. That's like me laying a big pile of shit and throwing shit at other people. You just don't do that. But you, my friend, have been very, very shameless. Yeah, very shameless. You got very, very excited again. You're putting thumbnails using people's faces and talking more about Manchester City.
He had one ready for me. He had one ready for me.
I'm done.
Yeah, then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? You know, they get humbled again. Yep. You know, they lost again the other night. Did anyone do a video on it? Did anyone talk about it? And have you seen any Man City fan channels talking about United's downfall? It's a common thing for us.
Yeah, I seen one.
We'd be doing it every week, man. We'd be doing it every week. I'm glad he's humble. This is probably going to last a week, maybe two.
No, Steve. You know, I'm serious now. We're serious.
No, Steve, listen. One minute you tell it you're laughing at Man City. Next minute you're offering your board of directors outside in the car park again.
In the car park, man. Listen,
you know what I mean? You're in the car park again. You're just a gift. I know it's Christmas and you don't celebrate it, but you are the gift. You are the gift that keeps on giving. You know what I mean? I can't even. I'm tired of it. Everything he's just said. The butcher is shit. Yeah. How long ago did I tell everyone in here that he was the worst butcher since Fred Elliott? So he's just confirmed that. I told everyone the roof was leaking. He's confirmed that. I told everyone there was rat piss and shit everywhere. He's confirmed that. So. All them years ago when you said stop having a go at SAEED, he's just confirmed everything I've been saying. So he owes me an apology because Big Steve was right. But you know what I mean? You know, this rebuild's been going on for 12 years. It's a 12-year rebuild, this.
Not a proper rebuild, though.
At the minute, don't worry. But, you know, our rebuild won't last 12 years. Do you know what I mean? They built Dubai quicker than they're building Man United. You know what I mean? So it's, yeah, it is what it is, like I say. I'm sure you guys have got plenty to say to him. You know what I mean? I'm taking a step back. I don't need to say anything anymore. My team are not on the level I need to be proud of, so I'm not going to be showing any chest. But yeah, Drip check FC.
It's mad, isn't it? It's mad how Sir Jim Ratcliffe comes back and the rats come out. That's mad. Like he was supposed to be the savior. Little did they know he's like the actual, you know what I mean, the Pied Piper for the rats.
GRIZZ, do you know he's cut the Christmas bonus for the stewards? They all used to get £100 each. He's cut
that was a couple of weeks back news as well. Exactly. I mean, this is
I saw it about this.
Look, I'm a Amorim fan in it, and it's not. I don't hide it. Yeah, and I was, you know, upset that he's joined Man United, but that look on his face in the press conference, guys, is fucking priceless. He's like, it
ain't easy.
And then in Turkish, he's looking up and he's like, when it rains, it fucking pours. This club is gonna be the fucking death of me, man. How do you go about? Where do you go about? Why? Where do you start with that club? Where do you start? Look at the things Saeed rattled off. Look at the things then Steve added to the things that Saeed rattled off. And I'm sure Matisse, Toby, and you, man, can rattle off another 3-4 on top. So
you got to start with the facilities. You have to start with the facilities. You cannot have players and staff going into derelict buildings with rats and mold, and it's a health risk. You know, we need to start thinking about the health conditions, the long-term effects.
Bro, close them down.
Brother, the NHS is underfunded, brother. They don't have time to be dealing with Garnacho with a cough and a cold and a sneeze because he's been
maybe
to close it down, bro.
You have to think of
maybe that's why they've got so many. Maybe that's why they've got so many poor players, because like that stadium is just like imposing so much shit on those players. Like there's probably asbestos in that stadium as well, man. It's a mess, man.
Everyone needs to get involved and close that club down and make a fresh start. They need to start getting on their hands and knees, start scrubbing, and cleaning.
You know when
scrubbing shit, fam.
You know when
they got people to pay.
Do you know when Gordon Ramsay goes into the hotel?
Yeah,
that's what they need. That he needs to go in there, shine a light, shine a torch.
No, guess who they need? They need the big six. We need to go in there, march into Old Trafford and say, yo, we're going to fix your club. Because they can't do it, bro. Ineos can't do it. Amrim's looking at the roof and thinking, man, I was in sunny Portugal. I look tanned. I look crisp. I look like a Bollywood star. Yeah? Man, look like a Bollywood star. Now look at him. He looks like a homeless.
It's a tough job, man. It's a tough job, GRIZZ. It's a tough job, man. It's a tough job, man.
This is...
and I can't lie to you, bro. I think for me, he needs a lot, man. He's got Rashford in his ear. You know what I mean? He's got to deal with the Garnacho situation. But ultimately...
When you said 5-6 players, I'm really struggling. I want you to name the 5-6 players that you'd keep.
I'm keeping the players that just come in the summer. And then I'm keeping Mainu and...
You're keeping Jerky.
Amad Diallo. Right?
You're keeping Jerky.
I'd keep him as squad player.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But that's about it. The rest of them...
So you have time to waste.
Squirty.
I'm telling everyone. If
you're keeping Xerxes, based on what you've watched so far, if you're keeping Xerxes, you have time to waste.
No, I think okay. You know what it's for me, right? 100%. If someone said to me right now, everyone is getting sold and we're starting afresh. I'll make it simple for you. If everyone was getting sold and we're starting afresh as a new brand United team, I wouldn't hold you against it. So that's the bigger picture. So the little semantics of are we keeping Xerxes? Cool, say no more. Yeah, but if you want me to, if they said we're selling Xerxes right now and he's getting sold, I'm not gonna cry about it. Bye.
I'm just trying to make the point that just because it's new doesn't mean that it shouldn't be moved. Do you know
cool.
what I mean?
Say no more. Say no more. If for me, if the betterment of the football club were selling him, cool. I'm all for it. I'm not keeping that many players. I told you 4 or 5 at best, and that is literally it. Everyone else must go. Yeah. So I'm ready. I'm ready, guys. I'm ready for a fresh start. And I'm ready to say, you know what, if this season's a write-off and we don't win anything in this year, but that means by the end of it, we know we're getting rid of everyone. Alhamdulillah. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
cool.
fair.
Say no more.
It's not
even really, because it's
Netflix thing.
Bro, Bournemouth.
But it might not be just you're saying this season. The situation you're in, it might be seasons, though.
It might be 2. I agree. It might be 2, 3 windows. Maybe it might take. You know what I mean? But
they're going to start in January. Surely they're going to start in January.
More than you can believe. Rashford needs to go. Yeah, that's the main one. Is Rashford has to go in January. I don't know who's going to take him. I don't know what's going on, but that's the first one. And we need fullbacks. I don't know if you know us, and if you watched us, but our fullbacks are not good enough. I'm sorry, man. For
the
what
injury
we need to
prone,
do,
they're just cooked.
Sorry?
I said the injury prone, they're just cooked outside of the right side. The right side, I think you got a starter, and I'm assuming you're happy with Dallo, or no?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd want to upgrade in that system because for me, he can't cross, and you know what I mean. Listen, Toby, I'm telling you, I'm ready to upgrade. Yes, in this new system, they've been exposed. It's cool doing it in a 4-2-3-1 where you don't have to do all of this nonsense. This one here, the fullbacks must be attacking. They must. They're literally, when I look at it, right, the way that the system is meant to overload, and when I was watching at Sporting, the brother that was playing for them, they're attacking fullbacks. They're direct. You can't have static fullbacks that don't know what to do. They don't want to cross. They don't want to invert. Like, it's nonsense. So for me, they have to be attacking. That's where, for me, the baseline of what our team is meant to be about. So yeah, 2 new fullback. If we can get a fullback,
I'm going to be honest with you. When he got the job and you came on and you was gassing him up, I said, he's still got the same players. So it's all right him coming in. He's still got the same players. And you're finding it out now. He's obviously got a direction he wants to take the football club in, and he's obviously got a system and a way of playing football. We know that. But you can't fucking get that system to work with these players. The first season Pep Guardiola came in at City, he tried to do his system. It didn't work with the goalkeeper, Joe Hart. It didn't work with the 2 aging fullbacks, Gael Clichy, Bakary Sagna, until he changed it the season after. Then we went and won the league. He's got to change. I think Amorim's got 6 or 7 players that they're just not good enough for that system. And that's not his fault. He's taken on years and years of mismanagement at Man United.
Mismanagement of the highest order.
You've just had a manager put a pile of shit there. Then the next one's piled his shit on top and his shit on top and his shit on top. And then all of a sudden you've got a shit tower. And he's like looking through that thinking, can he do a job there? Can he do a job there? So I think that the only thing you can do, you've got to be patient with him. And like you say, he's got to just make the best of this season he can. But he's got to be backed. And like you say, a bit like Aubameyang at Arsenal, when a lot of people loved him, but they knew sometimes he was an issue. Arteta got rid of him. And there was no denying for me that it got a little bit better. Marcus Rashford has been the same. You know, this Manchester lad who's supposed to love the club, he's come through the academy and he does all these good things for the kids and all that, but doesn't deliver on the pitch. On the back of that season, he got 20-odd, 30 goals. He's strolling round thinking he owns the place, but he's not delivering on a regular basis. So that decision to slap him a bit and let him know that he's not, he's not Mr. Man United, for me, that was good. And I feel like I do like Amorim as a person. I think when you look at him and you listen to him, he's a football man. He talks well. But I looked at him the other day and I thought, he fucking hell, man. Ten Hag used to put a brave face on it. He did. But this guy's going to really come out and say, Cristiano Ronaldo was the best thing that happened for Man United in the last few years because everybody respected him. And he came out and he said, the fucking jacuzzi's the same jacuzzi from fucking when I was here. I found Paul Scholes' duds in the locker. And he just went to town on United. And a lot of United fans didn't like that, the younger ones. But the older ones thought, thank fuck, now we can see what this club's become. And it's took a legend of the club in Ronaldo to highlight it. And I just feel like, listen, football fans, we want everything now. You ain't getting that at Man United. It's been too many years. Amorim's you've got to give him, he's got to have 2 seasons. If you give him Ten Hag time, I know he won the Carabao Cup and he won the FA Cup and all that. That's not good enough for Manchester United. It's not good enough for Manchester United. You'd rather not win any cups in 2 years, but then get you back to challenging for the title. That's where Man United not to be. Not bumming around and coming out and going, well, I won the Carabao Cup, as if that's like a massive achievement. It just smoke screens. I don't think this Amorim would do that. I think he'd be like, well, we've won a Carabao Cup, but that's not where we need to be as a football club. We need to be here, and that's what I think. It's all about the levels and the standards. And if I'm Amorim, I'd say, listen, we might have a couple of seasons. We're not going to win the trophies. Carabao Cup's not important to me. FA Cup, no disrespect, not important to me. What's important to me is getting Man United back to this level here. And if I've got to take a pinch along the way and throw a few cups and get the squad back together and try a few things,
I agree.
That's what I have to do. And I think that's what he's got to do. That's what any manager of Man United has got to do that. You can't appease the fans with a Carabao Cup and a cup run and beat Man City, then and then go and win at Anfield or whatever. You just got to get the level up because it's not good enough.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, if we're talking about wholesale changes and we're talking about double figures in terms of players, the only club that has done that is us, and that was with the loophole of amortizing 9 years, spreading out the costs, and still spending the amount we spent. For you to overhaul a 10, 15 man, you're looking for bench players. Mason Mount, he's never fit. You're looking for starters, bench players. For you to overhaul a squad of that size, I don't think you man deep in how difficult that is. You're gonna have to.
Either they spend the money like you, or they wait like us. It's exactly. One or the other.
And I think it will be the latter. I don't think you're gonna spend the amount of money it takes to overhaul a squad that size that quickly. And then on top of that, you got to blend them all in like we had to. You got to put them all together. Yeah. It's not an easy task.
I don't think the spending is the issue, you know. I think we've always spent, but the problem is we can't sell properly.
That's my point. Because when you look at us, we sell very well. Yeah. I don't think
you got to take a loss like Rashford.
But you man are talking about just getting rid of players for peanuts. I don't think you can afford to do that.
No. The thing is, listen, if they want to, they have to take a loss. Anthony's going to be a loss. It should never have been 85 million. It's going to have to be a loss. Rashford is full profit. Bruno Fernandes, I want him gone. Again, I don't know what the fee and the rate is going to be. Garnacho's another one. There's so many players you're going to have to take a loss on or move them on. You know what I mean? And listen, it's going to have to be difficult situations and difficult decisions. But for the betterment of the club, you have to get rid of them. So I get it. Yeah, cool. The money, it might not make sense. But for us to be still holding on to these players next summer, it's going to be a detriment to the season. And if it happens over 2-3 years, cool. But at least I need to see from January beginning, you are getting rid of the deadwood. If I see that, then fans can be like, cool, we got rid of 4 this summer. Right, cool, 5, whatever. But I need to see it because we haven't seen it. We haven't.
It's not happening in January.
No, I think.
Listen, Rashford for me, just get rid of Rashford, please. That's what. Because if we get rid of Rashford, yeah, that will show that nobody is invincible or nobody is like.
He's right.
You get it? If he gets rid of Rashford, statement. Yeah, statement. That's the one.
I think you're in for a lot of loan deals, and I think you're in for keeping more than you think. I think you guys thinking that you're only going to keep 6 players, more like 10 for me.
But Maguire, Lindelof, Ericsson are all out contract this summer. So maybe the club in recent regards would have said, you know what, we'll give you another 1-year deal, etc., etc. Them 3 will go. Yeah. Amad Diallo will sign a new deal. He's about to sign a new contract. Yeah. Cool. Sandro Martinez is a big question mark around him. Dalot, Real Madrid have always been again, that's just rumors, but Real Madrid have always looked at Dalot and thought, you know what, we might be looking to sign him. Cool.
Listen, unless Real Madrid need
they could do better than that. Listen, they could do much better than that.
I know. Hear me out. There's been some rumors that Real Madrid have been looking into Dalot. Can Real Madrid help us in that regard? Cool. That's another situation there. So there are avenues in which Man United could improve. Casemiro's another one as well, which I believe this one is a summer where you've got to make sure with his wages, yeah, you've got to find suitors for him, whether it's Saudi Arabia, whether it's in Europe. For me, Casemiro's got to go as well. Just to let people know that this is what's happening. Big wage earners are going. Rashford, Casemiro, Bruno. You get rid of them wages. Casemiro 350, Bruno 300.
Bruno ain't going nowhere. Bruno Fernandes is going absolutely nowhere.
Brother, I've told you, I'm going to Ineos HQ, bro.
Yeah, you go there.
You can go there.
Listen,
you can go there. Bruno's not going anywhere, brother. He's gonna mark my words. Yeah. He's gonna build.
And Ruben Amorim is about in the city.
Bruno Fernandes is going absolutely.
I will have conversation.
He's gonna build the team around him.
Sorry,
I swear Ineos only took over 25%.
27 now.
But why have you? But you lot have acted like the way they've kind of pulled the strings there. Like the Glazers are still the boss.
Yeah, but the Glazers, they don't really care in terms of as long as it makes money. So anything that makes money.
Yeah, but I mean, putting it on the 27% ain't gonna really do much because the 27% is restricted.
Why would the 27%?
Nah, that's what I'm
the
thinking.
Amount of money that you're talking about
face
spending.
to the problem.
Why would they spend that amount of money?
No, the thing is though, what you got to remember, yeah, with Jim Ratcliffe, yeah, he's coming, and I get it. It could be all words, and we don't know for certain. He said a lot of lies so far, yeah. But the aim is that he's got people in charge that are doing the job for him. So Omar Berrado, Jason Wilcox are the ones that are making the football decisions. So they're coming in now and making a rigorous approach. And Omar Berrado's come in and said, "Yo, listen, if you've got 2 years basically to make sure if you're a good enough signing or not. So they are there to make their football decision, and the Glazers have allowed them to do that. Obviously, we don't know in terms of whether they are going to be keen on doing above and beyond. We don't know that yet, Turkish. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. But we demand it, bro. And I'll be calling it out if it isn't. I'll be calling it out on my channel. I will be calling it out.
What's their net worth? What's their net worth like? What's the?
I don't really. He's the British, basically the biggest British billionaire owner. He's the most wealthiest British billionaire owner. That's what he is. So obviously we don't know in terms of how much wealth he's got and how much he's going to invest in football clubs. Nice, he's not done well over there, but then that's Nice. Switzerland, he's not really done well over there. But if he claims who he is, he's a Manchester man, a local man, and he's here to kind of make things happen, then we'll see in it. So for me, it's like you can talk all the talk, but I need to see results, mate. And starting from January, get them situations happening, then happen in the summer, and get things going, man. We ain't got time to waste, guys, man. So if they want this manager to stay, by the way, yeah, Ruben Amorim could walk, guys. Like, people are not deep in that. Like, if this manager is here and he said, I will not let this job change me. So this manager, if he don't get things that he wants, he's only here for 2.5 years. Not got a big contract. He'll walk if he doesn't just feel like the club is with him. So that's on Ineos as well. So they've got a lot of making up to do. They sacked Ten Hag too late. They should have sacked him in the summer. We're not being this mess right now, if I'm being honest with you. So they've done a lot of bad. They sacked Dan Ashworth. Cool. You sacked him now. Now find a suitable replacement or make sure the recruitment plan that he should have been doing, do it proper. So they've got a lot of question marks in a minute. They're not no saints. Party time's over, man. The honeymoon period, Jim's era, I know I've gassed a lot, but now we're serious now. Serious conversations, guys. So
do you not realize how clever them Glazers have been by doing that? So first of all, they've sold him 27%. Yeah, so he's not got no control. But what they have done is said you can have control over the football. Yeah, the football is the biggest headache in the Glazers, which causes them the most stress. Yeah. So what they've done is they've pushed him to the front to take all the shit. Yeah, they're sat back in wherever they are in America, getting the dividends every 6-8 months, not repairing the stadium. This guy has thought, I'll take a chance. I'll take me 27%. I'll do good with the football team. The fans will fall in love with me. Then I'll go for a full takeover. Everyone will back me. We'll get the Glazers out. But if it goes the other way and it doesn't work, then the Glazers are sat there going, look at this guy. They said we were shit. We said we were shit. We give it to him and his boys. They fucked it up. And it's like they're playing with a football club. It's like they're playing with it. Like every decision that Sir Jim Ratcliffe makes as a 27% owner in that company will have to be stamped by them Glazers. Yeah.
By Joe Glazer.
So they'll have to meet him and go, this is what we're going to do. And they'll go, yeah, get on with it. If he really don't agree with it, they'll say no. And
just to add, if he doesn't get the approval, it's going to be Ineos out because why didn't you get that done? Or why didn't you get this player? Why didn't you get this player? Why didn't you spend that money? Well, hold on. I didn't sign off on this. Hold on.
You get the other side of it as well, because in a different way with Josh Kroenke, you get it's a new man in charge of things. So you give him time, I agree. Kind of thing. Ultimately, like Steve said, it's all a game. It's all a big game.
The main thing is, guys, is that Jim Ratcliffe, if you look at his interviews, he says, I don't really make the decisions. I leave it to the other guys. Who are the other guys? Omar Berrada and Jason Wilcock. So really and truly, it's them really that are making the football decisions. It's not Jim Ratcliffe. So, we'll see what Omar Berrada's about. He's apparently the one that was willing to sack Dan Ashworth as well, and he wanted him to kind of basically give him the back door. So
Jason Wilcox was academy director at Manchester City, but he made no decisions. Brian Marwood made the decisions. He was just there. And Omar Berrada was 3 or 4 down the pecking order.
He had a different role, though. He had a different role. Yeah.
So he didn't make any big decisions. So for me, on paper, we took Omar Berrada, we took Jason Wilcox from but
that was his banter, Steve, man. That was his banter.
No, but what I'm saying is, I know that. But what I was trying to tell you is at the time was I wouldn't be asked about that because I'd be thinking, this just looks a bit mad, the way it's going now. And I don't know, man. I really don't know.
Listen, we're not saying that. You know what I mean? Like, there's a feeling that it's on Ineos, man. So the question marks are on Ineos to fill up. And right now, they have got a big job to do, but they have to be ruthless. If they're not ruthless in this, forget it. Honestly, forget it. we're just going to go back into the same old cycle. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And that's what's going to happen. They need to be strong. And that's why, for me, if they make a statement by selling Marcus Rashford, that means no one is safe, man. No one. Because you've let go of the man born and bred, the one that made it from the academy. Simple.
I think it's an easy win now, though. It's at a stage. But listen, Steve.
Win, yeah. Facts.
Yeah, easy win. Steve, Grizz, Tobs, Matisse, I got a question for you lot. Serious question at that as well. How long do you think this lasts with SAEED?
2 weeks max.
I give it 2 days.
You believe in me, man. Come on.
When's Man United's next fixture?
It's against Wolves on Boxing Day.
Wolves on Boxing Day. So I give it till Boxing Day.
You're saying Boxing Day.
Sorry.
Yeah,
what are you asking? Are you asking when he's next going to start clowning the other ones that lose?
No, when he next just loses it again in some way, shape, or form.
No, that's minor, though. When
yeah, that's minor. I'm talking.
I say I'm back.
No. We know what we mean by losing it. Like putting Euro and Saliba on the same thumbnail and asking questions like that. That's losing it. When are we going to see that again?
Oh, okay. There's one Man United content creator that makes a living off Manchester City. We all know his name. He just done the video the other day, dogging. He was dogging in the woods, talking about Man City, weirdo. Yeah, while his team are getting thumped off Bournemouth, yeah. So he knows who he is. If I see you in the woods, some serious questions need to be asked because I don't want to see you in the woods. And if I see you in the woods with Stan Collymore, then we've got a fucking problem, yeah. Yeah, we've got a problem.
Now listen, man. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna tell you, man.
Cool. 2 weeks, Matisse, Boxing Day, Tobs, Grizz.
I think until they make a signing, until they make the next signing in January.
Next signing, I can put next signing
window. Yeah, as soon as they make the next signing,
write it down. You know,
he's gonna have a. He's gonna. Do we get bonus points in our league? Because if
I think there'll be a prize for the winner.
I think the next signing, the flag will come out.
Yeah,
but
Grizz, did you not see him hyping up this 16-year-old Uruguayan on Twitter the other day? I don't even know who he is. Who's
Paraguayan?
Paraguayan, sorry. Yeah.
What's he called?
No reviews on.
What's he called?
I have no idea. What's he called?
You know what?
Diego Leon or something? Or
Diego Leon.
Right. Diego Leon. Do you know when you go to the movies and they put a trailer on and that voice comes on, it goes, "Coming soon," and it gets all like that excited.
Yeah.
We have just signed Diego Leon. Like, whoa. It's like everyone goes like, whoa. The way he says it,
listen, I can gas up my players, but at the same time, yeah, I'm not going to do no, we're back. We're not back. We're in the mud. That's it.
So just, if you was in the summer coming up and they were to sign loads of Diego Leons, would you be excited for all of the Diego Leons? Or are you going to hold them accountable for some seed?
No. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. This ain't no youth project, man. Them.
Hey,
yeah.
you
know what I'm saying? So yeah, we have to sign serious players, man. You get me? Like, yeah. But like I said, for now, United are in the mud. Yeah. And by the way,
for now,
so we'll get into that later on. We'll get into Tobs, but we need to talk Tobs, yeah. Okay. So
I got a few super chats.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Talk about what? He's gone from Matisse. He's gone from Matisse to Tobs.
Yeah.
Talk about what?
Carry on.
He's gonna let you know.
I'll let you know.
We're here. It's still early. Hit the like button, people. Make sure you subscribe. Show Proton some love. Yan says I was ready for the cooking. SAEED Tobs needed to be cooked, but it is what it is. Happy Christmas holiday to your best YouTube show. Big up, Yan, as always. Rob says, man, being a United fan is depressing. From leaks to rats to getting cooked every week. When will this end, fam? It's all mad. Hassan says, lend me euros. Lend me euros.
Yeah, man. Months, man.
Months said that, yeah?
Months said that, man, and Troops to show.
I like that. Big up Months. SAEED Probs doesn't care. United got embarrassed as City lost, so that's all that matters to him.
Broski, I care, man. I care.
Daniel, big up. He says, I think United need me and Steve at the back. Learned nothing new after that loss to Bournemouth. Massive cultural reset and overhaul needed.
Daniel, big up Daniel, man. Centre back partner.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, big up Daniel, man.
FC25 is back next week, people. So make sure you're subscribed and do all of that. Remember to pay the Pied Piper when he takes all the mice. He's going to take them from the tunnels to the stands and let them drown from the leaks. Sorted. Suge says, when is the next Big Six involving United? SAEED, you know that you will be back to the SAEED. I thought about this. I think our next mob is Liverpool, Man United, and SAEED's on it.
Yeah. So, again,
I don't think he's going to lose it before that one, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be very risky to lose it before that one, I'll tell you that. AJ says, humble SAEED only lasts 1-2 weeks max. I recall how the Butcher was the best defender in the league. Len Mioro was put in Saliba and Konate conversations in pre-season. Man, you lot deserve this. Michael says the Titanic is in better condition than Old Trafford, but as long as City lose, then SAEED is happy. Is that the narrative? Yeah, it's all mad.
It's no narrative. It's truth.
It's not a narrative though.
It's not. Yeah.
Not a narrative, but yeah, we move.
Snooker Stone says, do you think Ten Hag purposely
SAEED justified this, by the way. I want it known. He justified this transfer. He justified this transfer. He acknowledged that they were overpaying, and he said we had to overpay.
You know what the maddest thing is here? When did I say? There's been no evidence, by the way, of this, and you've literally put this out every time about this. You've never put evidence about this. When did I say we can go pay on 85 million, Anthony? When did I say that?
You said we sometimes you have to overpay for top talent. I
said
not
for Anthony though. No, not for Anthony. When I said the market value was around 35 million,
I'm gonna
go do your research.
I'm gonna ask our Big Six.
There you go, the VAR show.
To rewind the episode where Man United bought Anthony, and let's see what you say.
He said exactly that.
You said this, brother.
I never said this.
I can't believe you're lying.
Did. I remember you hyped it. Do you know why? Because he was Brazilian, and he did that skill where the ball landed on the side of his foot, and he was doing all of those comps that were going out.
Isn't there an AI now we can use to just put in like SAEED saying this or Matisse saying this, and he'll find it amongst the shows? There must be some sort of AI like that now. There must be. If we got that,
that verified sources, man. Not no bandooly ones, man. You know what I'm
saying? Verified sources, you
know. Nah, bro, I'm not doing no TikTok edits. I'm not doing out of context, no context TV. You know what I mean? I need the full transcript, the full saying, and also I need the whole segment as well. I don't want no 1 minute clips. I need to understand what happened before and after and in the middle. I need everything. Yeah, Tobs, you hearing that?
Shut up, man.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. You don't want to listen.
Zephyr says, we got you, SAEED. We will never forget the Mud Brother Bond. 20 million for Sancho in the summer done. Wish you all the best on the remaining 1.6 billion. Aslan says, Case, Rashford or Casemiro, Rashford, Bruno alone are 50 million in annual wages, which equates to 250 million of amortized spend. They can afford to take lower fees to fund transfers. And he adds, bro, SAEED, you're getting ahead of yourself. I see max 4 players leaving United, overhyped and on big wages. No one wants that. Your owners can't and won't take big losses. We will find out. And he also adds, if United somehow win a trophy, all SAEED said will probably go out the window, and the player virus is catching. Mazraoui and Mainu been iffy lately. A new system, new manager coming, a lot of bums about. It is what it is. And that's the United one's done. Before we move, let me just quickly bring up the prediction table, because we've also got predictions to make and I need to know the order. Here's the update.
That's bad. That's bad, man. Jesus.
Yeah, I got a correct score. Yeah, I got
me and Tobs got a single point each. SAEED got a correct score. And I think a couple points for Steve and GRIZZ and 3 for Matisse, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, SAEED's top, Matisse second, Steve's third, I'm fourth, Tobs fifth, and GRIZZ sixth. Cool. SAEED, Man United away to Wolves.
New manager bounce. I'll go say 2-2.
All right, 2-2 Matisse.
2-1 Wolves.
2-1 Wolves. Steve.
Same. 2-1 Wolves. Yeah.
I'm gonna go. So sorry, he's gone 2-2. Got a couple 2-1 Wolves in there. Yeah, that was a good win for them actually. Albeit Leicester United away. You gotta go 3-2 to Wolves. Tobs?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 2-2. I think Wolves can beat them, but Wolves also aren't that good defensively, so I'm gonna go 2-2.
2-2. All right, cool. GRIZZ?
I'm going 2-1 United.
2-1 to United. That's all the predictions in, people. So yeah, we keep it moving. Like I said, we're back Saturday 1 p.m. for the review of this game week and the preview of the week after. It's all, yeah, we're finding the gaps between. So make sure you're here. But we've got a gift on Christmas Day as well. So make sure you are here indeed. Let's move on to the next. Well, the other side of Manchester. Steve, another loss, 1 in 13. Aston Villa this time, consolation goal, made it 2-1. And yes, SAEED.
No, I'm just laughing because I'm just.
It's only been 10 minutes since you said it, bro.
Bro, bro, I'm just laughing because I'm like, it's crazy to think that Man City, you would go next to them. I'm just kind of crazy. It's like, Man City 4 in a row.
He was about to lose it, you know. That's 10 minutes. Oh, no one's got 10 minutes down here.
Can I not laugh? He's silencing me.
10 minutes.
I'm just laughing because it's like, City are meant to be good. But yeah, go ahead.
Steve, go through.
Yeah, fucking hell. Same old thing. Same old thing. Nothing else to report. Team's not there. It's not good enough. Didn't create anything. Final third, no chances, no balls in the box, no crosses, no shots. Midfield too easy to run through. Back four. First fucking minute we give the ball away for 1-on-1 for Duran to go through. So, you know, we were lucky there. It's just not there at the minute. And like you say, I feel like a stuck record, saying the same old thing, but I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer. You know, you've got to trust your manager and you've got to trust your players. And at the minute, they're not delivering. So, you know, we said get to January. We've got to see what they're going to come up with. We've got to come up with something. You know, he's not got the players to play it. They look tired, leggy. You know, it's flat. And like you say, it's a big drop off. But I just encourage people to pile on. Get out your system, you know what I mean? Let it get stuck into him. Manchester City have hurt a lot of teams for a long time, so people are waiting for it. So get it all out your system, like I say, because it won't be long. He'll get it right in the end. He ain't getting sacked. The fans ain't booing him. No one's telling him to leave. No one's saying, you know, he's a fraud. So, yeah, man, pile on. But the City fans are behind him. The club's behind him. And we just got to put it right. And at the end of the day, we just got to be realistic and realize that, you know, if I said to anyone on here now, you're gonna win 4 in a row, and then you're gonna have a season where you need to rebuild, you're gonna take it, and that's all it'll be. It'll be a season. If you don't tweak it in January too much, then in the summer, 100%, you know, they'll get it right. But there's a lot of senior players, I think, that are going to lose out. I think they're going to get rid of a few. There'll be some names. Kevin De Bruyne won't stay there. Gundogan may leave. Walker's definitely going. John Stones with the injury record, he might have to go. So it's on the club and Pep and the board for not making the right decisions. Like you said, we've said this before. And at the end of the day, they've left themselves short. There's nobody to blame but the club. So the club have got to get it right. And like you say, it's a first real blip over a decade for us. When rival fans are enjoying it, of course you are. But we ain't going to just start burning down the stadium and demanding this and demanding that. You know, if he makes a mistake, he's got to be given the time to try and fix it. And I know some fans don't want to give him the time. They want, this is the chance to get Pep out of here. Let's pile on and let's see if we can get him gone. But it ain't going to happen. He ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? So we just got to keep on moving. But I think it'll get worse before it'll get better.
I was going to say, because, you know, realistically, yeah, we just spoke about Man United and the amount of players that they need to shift or move on or start again. I want your honest opinion, because you've got a lot of senior legs. And I keep reminding people that I only speak because I saw my team disintegrate suddenly. You know, the Klopp team, suddenly it couldn't move anymore, Steve. We saw it
yeah,
all.
I remember it. Yeah, Matip.
We just couldn't run. We just couldn't run anymore. Like, I saw Morgan Rogers, Tillemans, and who was it? Onana.
Kamara.
Literally do
Kamara, Onana, Tillemans.
Kamara, sorry. I saw my team get bullied like that week in, week out. And that's what you're seeing now. And I know what's hurting you, because we're old school fans of our teams that I hate first and foremost our teams getting bullied. The football, all right, you know, you got technical players, you'll always have a little bit of technical passing here and there, blah, 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 blah. But when you see your team week in, week out get outrun, out-bullied, you know, strength, like boys against men at the moment. And this is where I was coming from. And I knew it needed gutting out. So I'm asking you the same question. How many do you think you need? All right, gutting's harsh because you just won 4 in a row. But you have to be cold-blooded, right? You do agree there, right?
Yeah, 100%, yeah. No, you have to be cold-blooded, and they will do. They will. I looked at the end of last season, and it's mad. But these, you know, once you know yourself, when things start going bad, everyone starts to look at different things. Rumors come out, people start making shit up, and that's what's happening now. And like you say, I tried to say to the younger City fans, just leave it. You know, you're not dealing with a club that's run on reactionary decisions here. You're dealing with a club that's very, very well run, that will sit back and look at what needs to be done and change it where it needs to be changed. But Pep Guardiola is not the one. Pep Guardiola is a 1 in a million manager. Who are you going to get? Who do you want? These people say, oh, maybe he's done this, maybe he's not. Maybe he's just made a mistake. He's told the board he didn't need any players. He could work with the squad, and it's backfired on him. That happens. So now he's got to put it right. So there's no better manager in world football for me to go and put it right. So we all accept that it is an aging squad. We all accept that a lot of them players' legs look like they're gone. So they need to be replaced. As a football team, as some of them players have been there 10 years, we are entitled to replace them. You know, we've not over the last 3 or 4 windows gone out and spent 200, 300, 400 million. They've kept the powder dry for this rebuild. So I feel like it'll be done. And then, you know, all this will be forgotten about. If we have to take a season out after what we've done, no problem at all. No problem at all. Am I worried about taking a season out? If that what is the best for the club to get everybody back stable and get a bit of youth in there and fire back into the belly, to take 1 season out and get a kick in the bollocks, I am all up for that. Because sometimes you know that football clubs need a kick every now and then, because you can walk around a bit arrogant, you can get a different swagger. And that's what I feel may have happened to some of them players. So listen, it's their own fault. There's nobody, I don't want sympathy off no one. But all I'm going to do is go keep supporting the team. But I know for a fact that Khaldoon and the board and that will get it right in the end, and they will do.
I think, sorry, I was going to say, like, who are you? Because now this Man City slide is very, very problematic. And like, one, I want to understand who you're looking at for January, and 2, I do think we need to try and look also inward into some of the players in your team that really should be like lifting the team out of this rut. I think you need both things to coincide. And I don't think you've signed well enough. We know that. So obviously you need to bring the players in January. But I also think there are top players. Like, there are really, really top players in your team, elite players that need to do more. You need more from Stones. You need more from Haaland. You need more from Foden. You need more from all of these players, man. They got to rise it, bro. They have to rise it.
Yeah, listen, Phil Foden's dropped off. He played half okay the other day. He's trying to get into it. Obviously, Rodri's out. Oscar Bob out beginning of the season. There's 3 players that just aren't there. Kovacic, Gundogan he's not good enough to play regular and 90 minutes. He's played more or less every game this season, 90 minutes. Bernardo Silva's been flogged like a cart horse, like literally flogged. He's played something like 8 games in the last so many weeks, and he's not effective on the right wing, but he doesn't trust Savinho, or he doesn't want to play Savinho, who's young. He don't want to play him there yet. So Bernardo, it just looks dead on his feet. Josko Gvardiol started the season well. Don't forget, we was the only unbeaten team in the league at one point. And then he's dropped off. Now Josko looks shot. Akanji and Stones, they rushed them both back. They missed the derby. They rushed them both back. Stones has now got the same injury again. Akanji, he was limping around. You know, he just looks like he's putting it out there for the boys. But it's just a sad state of affairs that they've got themselves into. If he was so stubborn to say he wanted a 21-man squad, you know, you can't do that when you're playing 68 games a season, 65 games a season. It's just not possible. We have got lucky over the years with injuries, but I don't know. I just feel like this might do him the world of good. That's how I'm looking at it.
What you know that it was by design. You're saying that Pep was cool with the last 2 windows that summer.
Yeah, he's been fine with it. He wants this small squad of players. I know people inside that work there. They tell me that he's obsessed with this small. He doesn't like sad faces. He don't want players sat behind the bench moaning, whinging. He don't want that kind.
Can he change his own face then, for fuck's sake? He doesn't like sad faces. He's got the fucking saddest face on the internet right now.
You know what?
The guy's not used to losing, man. The guy's not used to losing. He would be sad. You know what I mean? It's like having steak for dinner every night, and then you come home to chicken nuggets. You'd be fucking fuming, man.
Nothing wrong with chicken nuggets, you. Nothing wrong with chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
Hold on.
You know,
is there no criticism to say, like, why are you not dipping into more of your academy? You spent all this money on your academy, right? All of these young players that you've developed, and maybe you're going to tell me you've sold them all, but do you not have any young players that can come in and
no? Do you know what the problem is? Do you know what the problem is with the academy, right? Our under 23s aren't under 23. They're under 18. So what he does is the under 18s play in under 23. Because he said the under 23s it's not competitive. We had Cole Palmer and players like that beating teams 12-0, 15-0. So it was a load of shit. So what they do is they make a decision. These players, are they good enough for the first team? Yeah, maybe, don't know, sell them all. So everyone got cleaned out. So when you look at our academy now, they're all 18, like 17, 18. He doesn't think they're good enough. He's got Nico O'Reilly on the bench, who is a good player. Don't trust him enough to play in the Premier League. He's saying, if I put him in this team, maybe the confidence will get destroyed. But sometimes you need to put a young player in to give everybody a little bit of a boost, because they look and think, you know what, this young kid, he's playing his balls out here. We need to back it. So I know where you're coming from with the academy thing, and I'm all for that, but I don't think Pep likes that. I don't think he does.
I can't lie, man. Bro, I called it, man. I said, listen, City ain't going to win. And Aston Villa, bro, you know what kind of struck me the most was the lack of energy in the City team, man, especially in the midfield, man. Rodgers was absolutely cooking, man. Man, yo, I'm telling you now, Gundogan was eating grass. Kovacic was eating grass. Tielemans was running the show. Their midfield was better than yours, Steve. And who would have thought that?
Their bench is better than ours. They have Watkins on the bench, Mattison, fucking Ross Barker. We had all the academy kids that he didn't want to play. And Nathan Ake, who wasn't fit enough to even come on the pitch, but he was on the bench. Scott Carson.
Yeah, honestly, I think it should have been 2 or 3-0 after the first 5 minutes. Let's be honest. Duran misses a sitter. They had a chance, which Ortega, unbelievable. So I can't lie to you, man. City were just all over the place, man. No idea. I felt it's kind of crazy, but I felt sorry for Haaland, man. He was up front, right? And he was trying to get the ball. And you know what they were doing, guys? They were just putting triangles around him, like just passing the ball around. And he's just running around. I genuinely felt sorry for him, man. I was like, no service. Bernardo Silva's offering nothing on that right-hand side. He looks a shadow of himself. Phil Foden, I'm sorry. He got his goal, but he was poor.
Rico Lewis again, buzzing around, does nothing.
Yeah, not a team where he's more of a technical player. He again gets bullied, you know.
I think
yeah.
No, I was gonna say sorry, Saeed, for cutting you off. I think it's becoming way too easy for teams to get their games off against Man City, especially in the midfield. And that's something I'm gonna speak on when we talk about the Tottenham Liverpool game as well, right? I think with you, the tactics, in my opinion, with Pep, with the group of players you have now, is flawed. But I think fundamentally, these players, they just, to GRIZZ's point, they just ain't got it in them anymore. Like, you can literally see like the wear and tear. It's visible. And you have man that can just take the ball 2 free passes then, and they're
split open.
Or you don't even need to pass. You can just pick up the ball and just run.
Just to jump on that point, you're spot on. Because Liverpool fans were the same. Klopp needs to change his tactics. But all they knew was that same system. He was trying to play 4-3-3 with 3 that can't run anymore. Like our 3 were known to be machines in there. Just like Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne and Gundogan are known to be like so efficient in there. And Silva never stopped running. Like at his best, he's so much energy about him at his best. He's a pale shadow. And same with Liverpool. It took him to invert Trent. We had to invert Trent to come into the midfield and a young Stefan Bajcetic, who's the only one who could fucking run, guys. He was the only one who could run. And that's why our fortunes changed that season. Otherwise, we were going down the same slippery slope. I couldn't see our next win. And I'm sure, Steve, we're going to come.
Bro, when is the next win? Let's be honest here. Everton are coming here.
I know.
You've got Everton here who are going to
get 2 clean sheets against Arsenal and Chelsea.
That's what I mean. We don't play chances, man. We've got to get 6 points this next week.
Bro, did you have Everton at home and who?
And Leicester away.
You should beat Leicester.
The Leicester one you're winning. The Everton is just Leicester. Whether or not
they'll beat Everton, I think.
Can score.
Everton, I think you beat them as well, man. I think you beat
them.
No, it could be difficult, but
I don't know.
They have to, but gents, they actually have to.
When do you mean? See, we can how many weeks have we?
For the past 5 weeks, Tobs has been like
Leicester's their next win.
Saying
Leicester is their next win. I reckon Leicester's their next win.
No, but Tobs, you said the same thing about Aston Villa, right? You said they're surely going to win against Aston Villa.
No, I didn't. I said they were going to draw the game against Aston Villa.
Oh, sorry, I draw the game. Yeah, but like, bro, for me now, it's they're losing. I'm not saying they're losing against Everton, but I'm just saying like that right now, bro, they're struggling to create. Let alone score goals. They're struggling to create for Haaland. Haaland's becoming.
De Bruyne never got on the pitch. De Bruyne never got on the pitch. He's struggling to recover from the game.
Haaland's got to do more though, Saeed. Haaland's got to do more, especially against that Everton backline. He's got to do more.
Haaland is a Ferrari.
Haaland is the most serviceable striker. You just have to give him service. Haaland has never been an individual.
Yeah, never.
You know, type of striker where he creates something for himself.
He might come out.
I'm not asking him to create anything for himself. I'm asking, like, can you pin?
So then, what are you asking him to do? Because I think for me, the only one putting the effort is him. And Diaz,
but what I'm saying, Grizz, is like, if Man City want to go long, can you occupy the centre back, keep the ball, pin the defender back, and bring others into play?
That's something. He's got 3-4 man pinging it around him.
He's not even doing that though.
He's doing shuttle runs on a. He's doing. You know what you do in training sessions? He's doing it for 90 minutes.
Yeah. I think it's Foden. It's Foden that's got to get on the ball. He's not getting on the ball enough, and he's not getting like what he does, get into them little spaces.
Stop the supply line of Haaland, and then that's Haaland finished. You can wrestle with him all game. He can bring it. Listen, we played United at the Etihad. He stood with Maguire. Not once did we launch the ball to have Haaland one-on-one with Maguire. We've seen City do that against Arsenal and win. We've seen him do it against Brighton. He's knocked that Van der Ven out the way, scored. Last year against Everton, he smashed that Bramthwaite and scored. And it's like, it's just, there's no creativity there. It's honestly, there's nothing there. It's sad to say, but I was there at Villa Park just watching it thinking, nothing there. What? And then we scored because they fucked about with the ball, not because we created anything.
Do you know what I would do, right? And it sounds wild, but I'd actually take Haaland out the team for one game. Just sit there on the bench because you're not getting any service. Sit him on the bench. Foden, Grealish, Doku, Savinho, you 4, go and do something. Seriously, because what's the point of doing the same thing and getting the wrong result?
I think he's better off. He's better off trying to go rock and roll with it with Haaland rather than take Haaland out.
I said but when I said when I said this a few weeks ago that he needs to change his tactics and the way that he approaches games, shut down by Tobs. You can't do that. You have to play the same way. So we can't talk about rock and roll now. I said this weeks ago.
Stop it. If we're gonna speak honest football, let's actually tell the truth, right? I never
said Gundogan's got to play in the 6. They got to keep the ball.
No. I never said he can't change his tactics. I said the type of tactic you were asking for is Pep to put bodies behind the ball and defend and hit teams in transition. I'm saying Man City are never going to play that way. He's never going to play that way. What he can do is maybe They're gonna concede, but maybe you can put different players in different roles, give them different instructions. Man City are never gonna be the team.
Forest, yeah,
never.
We beat Nottingham Forest, yeah, and we did well. He played Kevin De Bruyne and Jack Grealish in the middle of the park. What he needs to do for Everton, for me, he needs to play Grealish in the middle with De Bruyne. He needs to play Doku on the left, Savino on the right, and Haaland up front. We're at home. Go for it. That's what we need to do. Get the points. And then Leicester away is Leicester away. But
all I'm saying is, Jogs of all love that shit, bruv.
Has locked up Sancho, and he's locked up Martinelli. Respect my guy, you know, Ashley Young.
You know what I would do, Steve? Do you know what I would do?
Doku, man. He'll lock up Doku.
So you're right. I would actually, for me, honestly, like we've spoken to death about Jack Grealish. Just put him in the midfield at this point.
Martinelli been locking himself up recently.
You know, he did well in the first half, Jack Grealish, you know, but the second half he went missing.
He did. He did on the left-hand side. But what I'm saying is, put him in the midfield because at least he can pick up the ball. He can drive with it. He's gonna do that more.
Suspended, Ra City might have a chance now. Yo,
he's gonna do that. Mm-hmm. No, sorry, I was gonna say he's gonna do that more than a Gundogan, right? Yeah. And then I would actually put Savino on the left, Doku on the right, and actually get them to cross it on their stronger foot. So rather than Savino cutting inside,
do it all. You've got the best striker in the world in the middle of the park, right? You've seen some of the goals Haaland scores when you cross the ball and he flicks his leg at it and it flies in. Yeah. I'd be throwing crosses in all over because he gets on the end of them. He won't do it. He's obsessed, Pep, with not getting caught on the counter attack.
You're not allowed
it's
to
weird.
Cross it.
And especially now Rodri's not there, he's shitting himself all the time because if they cross the ball in and they head it away and Gundogan is in the midfield on his own and they break, we're dead.
They're going to pam him. They're going to pam him to dust.
Dead. So that's why he's saying basically control the ball, pass it side to side, the opportunities will come. But the opportunities ain't coming. And trust me, I'm frustrated as anybody watching it. We all are. And it's madness to think like from winning 4 league titles in a row. Do you know how hard that is to do? It's insane to go into this where you've lost 9 games. It's mental to think about it. No one's ever had a drop off this massive like this. You know what I mean? Yeah. To go from that, but I don't know. He's got to look into
also the goals conceded.
Man United. I'm serious. Man United under David Moyes. Would you not say that was a mad
question?
That's David Moyes, though. It's not Guardiola.
Nah, this is worse.
This is the worst
Guardiola, bro.
Serious question, guys. You're right. Serious question. Out of all of our 6, what's the worst run?
Bro, it's this right now, bro.
We went on
in our lifetime, or are you talking about since we've been doing the show?
When we finished,
Tobs just on the run.
When we finished, if we're talking about, we had this type of run.
His run ain't ended yet. Fucking hell, still going.
Yeah, but do you know what is? It's a little bit of history for you. Yeah, there's only been one team in the history of English football that won the title and got relegated the next season. You know who that was?
Man, relax.
Do you know who it was?
Yeah, United.
No, Manchester City. We won the league, and then the season after we got relegated. We didn't
get relegated. Relax, man.
No, if the season started,
that's how. Imagine how that happened. That somebody
thing is, Steve,
and get relegated.
You know the first 5 games, but you know the first 5 games. Steve said it. He goes, I don't know how we're unbeaten. There was a 4 wins and a draw or something like that.
Yeah, but nobody listened because they thought I was talking out my ass because we were.
I listened because I was watching you.
I knew in my head, and I said it to people, and they were like, "Oh no, we're undefeated." And I was thinking, "We're fucking lucky, man. We are lucky the way we're going."
I said it,
and I came on here and told you that the Chelsea result at the first game of the season was a fucking banger because.
Can you imagine you going to Chelsea now?
That's what I said. You go Chelsea now. That's not an easy game. Even
would have a field day.
It's mad, man. But listen, we're there for it. We're ready for it. It's our season out. We're not in the title race. We're well off it all. We're in our own problem. We've got to deal with it. You know, we got to deal. Yeah, that's the aim. We got to aim for the top.
Are you going to Champions League this year? Wow.
It's gonna be a tough.
Listen, from a selfish point of view, take me to Kazakhstan. You know what I mean?
Shit!
Allow to give it, Steve. Allow to give it.
I think he's being serious. Honestly, he's being serious. They've won the Champions League now.
He'd get relegated if he wanted to, Steve.
We got 5th and went in the Europa League, and they said to me, right, we're going to build a team on the Premier League, but we're just going to have a team for the Europa League. And then I'd just be going all over the world, man, watching that shit. I love all that, man, mad stuff.
Wow.
And you've seen everything as a football fan.
Mate, I'm sick of Real Madrid and Barcelona and Shakhtar Donetsk and Sporting Lisbon. I go there every year. I'm fucking bored of it now. Give me fucking Qarabag and fucking
Qarabag
and shit like that.
You don't want Qarabag. You don't want Qarabag.
Sorry, Pilsen, man. You know what I mean?
I've got a few super chats here on City. I'll get them in and then we'll do the prediction for their game against Everton. Adash says City's success makes us compare this to Liverpool's drop season, but this looks more similar to last season's United. Empty midfield and defensive errors with the same tactics.
No, I think it's more similar to our season. I'm not gonna lie.
I was gonna say more to Liverpool's, yeah.
Masood says Liverpool was in the mud for 30 years. No one knew City before 08, and they're asking for our club to close.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? Liverpool were in the mud for 30 years.
That's a Masood, man.
Shall I name you the trophies we won in those 30 years? No, I can't be bothered. Get out of here. Go and do some homework, kid.
Ricky says, Steve, Pep's never seen this, and we haven't seen any Pep team like this. He's losing the psychological fear he held, and recreating that will take some time.
But you United Muppets, some of them are delusional.
Oh, he's not a kid though, is it? He's a grown man. I know.
How do you know he's not a kid? Why is he tweeting like a kid then? If you're grown up, act like a grown up. How can you call yourself 30 years in the mud? Like, are you stupid or something? 30 years in the mud.
In the Premier League, yeah, he's right.
No, he didn't say that. He said 30 years in the mud. Like we were anonymous, we didn't win nothing. We won 2 Champions Leagues.
Yeah.
Was it 3? No, 2. 2.
Yeah. That's it on City anyway. Let's do the prediction. Saeed, Man City, Everton.
Oh man. Yeah, no Ashley Young, 2-0 City.
Ashley Young, you know. I'm
telling you, man, you man, young man.
Matisse.
I'm hoping. I would expect this is not going to be a Man City win after what you're saying.
Right, let him do his prediction, man.
My game, I like it. My game.
I'm just asking a question because he was like, Tobs all predicting.
Anyway, he wants, man.
So I'm hoping it's not Man City.
Listen, they can win it. It's just they might not play well.
I want to see your.
I mean, if they don't beat Everton at home, fucking hell.
Show me you got him. You got him, Tobs.
He doesn't have
him. Got him, Tobs. Yeah,
he's struggling.
It's just because Tobs has been predicted.
Just before you choose, we've lost 2 games. Yeah. In 54 at the Etihad, and one of them was last week against United. So up to Tottenham.
Hey, listen, man, don't listen to this.
We're not lost.
No, it's 1 win in 12. Steve, you have to tell him the real facts, man.
2 in 54. It's not bad.
I'll go 2-1 City.
Okay, fair enough.
You've been getting all your City scorelines wrong recently, so don't look at me.
Yes, Steve.
I'm going to go 1-0 City.
1-0. I'm going to go...
Everyone's chasing that first City win. Everyone's saying they got to turn it around. They got to turn it around. Everyone keeps getting the City prediction wrong.
I'm going 3-1 City.
I'm just not sure if Everton are going to score because
the score. Fucking score.
All right, fine. I'll go 3-1 City as well.
Grizz.
2-0 City.
In fact,
surely
can I
they got to turn it around?
2-1 Turkish.
Surely they got to turn it around.
2-1 Man City for me.
Yeah. What did you say, Grizz? 2-0?
2-0, yeah.
Okay.
See, if you do lose, what are you gonna do? Like, if you do lose to Everton,
do you know what I'm gonna do? Yeah,
what are you gonna do?
Exactly what I've done all my life. Yeah,
nothing.
I'm gonna go to the game every week. I'm gonna cheer for the boys. I'm gonna get behind them. I'm gonna tell everyone it's gonna be all right. I'm gonna go on my channel and tell everyone to keep the faith, and that's what I'm gonna do. And like I said, this is why I said to people. I get why people when Man United won everything and then they started to decline. I fucking loved it, right? So I get it. Yeah. If Manchester City have hurt anyone over the last few years, this is your time now to kick them in the bollocks. Yeah. Go for it because they deserve it. My team deserve it. They are playing shit. But all I'm going to say to you is now that we will be back soon. So make the most of it. And like
what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? When you say soon, do you mean you're going to be in a title race next season?
Soon.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Okay.
100%.
Can I
We're
say
going to be in the title race, but I know people don't want us to be, but we will be with this manager, with this board, and the way they're going to do it. They make a mistake, but the levels of this football club doesn't drop. From Mancini to Pellegrini to fucking Pep Guardiola, every single one of them won the league. They did not let the standard drop. And after 4 in a row and the treble 2 years ago, this time last year I was in Saudi Arabia. Kyle Walker lifted the World Club Cup. They ain't going to let that slide. Sheikh Mansour won't allow that. So this is what I'm saying. We're tired at the minute because it's January. We're not going to get much done, but we'll tweak it. Come the summertime, they'll be all over it. They will not let Pep Guardiola be rolled out and embarrassed on that touchline because that affects the whole football club. These men don't do that. These will not allow that.
We will be there. We will be there.
That's all predictions in, and everyone's gone for a City win after all of that.
No way. Everyone gone for a City win.
Yeah. 2-1, 2-0, 1-0, 3-1. Yeah. Everyone's gone for it. All right, cool. Before we move into the big one of the weekend, the mob feature, watch along, whatever you want to call it, the Big Six fixture. Let me get a few of these super chats in. One from Ricky saying, not throwing mud at anyone today, not even Tobs. Christmas greetings to all. Big up the Big Six, the best show online, along with forever. Come on. Love Ricky, man. Appreciate that, my brother. Come on.
Merry Christmas.
Good people out there.
Come on. And we have another one along those lines. Here we are, Suj. As always, big up everyone. For those who celebrate, Merry Christmas. Enjoy your time with your loved ones. Stay safe. And love for the love. And he also adds, hit the like and subscribe, people. Also, let's hit the subscribe to the panel. Let's get Turkish to 100k before Christmas. Listen, the panel on the road to Saturn, description, all channel links are there. So go show some love, people. And Regine got this one in at the buzzer. Steve is right. This season is a blip. The financial might and board smarts of Man City will not allow them to crumble. The Sheikh won't allow that. Cool. Let's move. Big one. Liverpool away win. Tottenham. We saw it all. Pain, jubilation, all on one stream. I ain't got an email from Doritos yet, but we're still waiting on that.
We enjoyed good food.
We enjoyed Matisse still. But yeah. We move. Do we start with the home team or the team on top of the world at this moment in time?
Start with the team top of the league.
It's always the home team. Why do we always have to change the rules when it comes to Liverpool and the formation and formulas? It's always the home team first. Always.
No, but the home team lost and you're top of the league. And
come on, man. Yes, man. Take ownership.
I don't mind. I'm just saying it's always the home team. But okay, no problem. I just wanted to put it out there. Top of the world, man. Fucking hell, feels good. It's been a surprise, but it's a pleasant. It's a pleasant surprise, and we have to capitalize on this start we've had, and it's more than a start now. Now we're in the thick of things, man. 16 games played? Mad. It's a disgrace, man. We haven't beaten anyone above us, so we still haven't played anyone, if you think about it and deep it. But fraud of a team, man. But anyway, look, I wanted us to, after a mini rut, and obviously people's eyebrows were raised and people will start saying, oh my God, 2 draws. Chelsea could be top if they beat Everton. Arsenal could go 2 points behind, if we lose and whatever. So there was a kind of new pressure. Every week there's a new pressure now on this Liverpool team now. Everyone's trying to create a new agenda every week. How are you going to handle this? You ain't handled this, have you? How are you going to deal with that? You ain't dealt with this, have you? And it's true. Slot hadn't dealt with any of those agendas and narratives that are putting forward in front of him. But every week he seems to be acknowledging and dealing with every hurdle that's put in front of him. I love the way he set up against Spurs. We discussed it. Obviously, if you didn't watch the mob, then you missed an epic. We discussed the tactics and we pretty much, and even Toby got it right. We actually predicted the way the game's going to play out to a T. I said if we score in the first 20 minutes or around the 20-minute mark, it's going to get messy. And boy, did it get messy. I genuinely think, and Matisse was with me and Turkish was with me, and I don't know if Steve, you guys probably watching your own game, but it genuinely could have been a record score.
I watched it. I watched the mob. I watched it. I was blocking people in the chat for fake scores.
Steve, it could have been a record score, and that's not exaggeration. And Toby would admit it first and foremost. Like, it's not like I'm not being delusional about it. It could have been 10-11. And that is damning Spurs. That Spurs, Toby will speak on his club. But for me, from a Liverpool point of view, I've been saying someone's going to get a real thrashing of us very soon because we're just on the verge of thrashing someone. I believe it would have been Fulham if it wasn't down to 10 men because our performance was magnificent and we carried it on. We carried it on. We now have 2 games that on paper look very, very easy. Leicester and West Ham. And I genuinely believe we need to focus and make sure no slip-ups like Fulham, like Forest take place in those 2 games. Newcastle, I wouldn't call a slip-up because we all know Newcastle away is a tasty fixture under the lights, you know, in the midweek. You know what I mean? And even then, but the way I look at it, guys, I'm a glass half full kind of guy. You already know that, right? If Kelleher, and it's all ifs and buts, and everyone's got ifs and buts for their own club, so I'm going to do it for ifs and buts for Liverpool. But if Kelleher doesn't throw that in his net in the last minute, and we don't get a red card against Fulham, I reckon the title's over if we add those 4 points to what we are right now. And that's madness. I think we're flying. That's 10 points clear with the game in hand.
I think you're right, and I do, but I think also
it's fine margins. Yeah,
there's no challenge there this season for you. Everyone expected City to be on your tail. They're not. They're looking at Arsenal to be the ones, right? Man City's shut. They're not. And then Chelsea's come out of nowhere, but nobody ever give Chelsea any chance of doing it. So Liverpool, for me, have just got to be consistent. You be consistent, you win the title.
I think it's at that stage now where you start, dare I say it, you start counting down the wins. Because we all know around 90 points gets you the title, right? We're 16 wins. So we got how many games left? 16 played. We got 18 games left. No.
18 left, I think. Yeah. I think there's 18 left. Yeah.
Someone do the maths, man. 38 games in a season, 16 played.
Yes, it's 22 games left.
22 games left.
Man said 18, you know. Teacher, you know.
Yeah, 5 man.
Man's a teacher.
I didn't even hear the question. This guy is fucking hell.
No,
I heard it today. There was 18 games left. Yeah.
These poor students.
Yeah. Go on.
But Tobs, the accountant, comes through every time. 20. How many games?
So there's 22 games left to play.
23 games left.
You have obviously 21 games left because in fact, no, you have 22. Sorry, you have 22. Ignore me.
What's wrong with
Ignore
you?
me. I was being
so all right, Tobs then.
After all that,
22. Sorry.
22 games left. I genuinely believe we need 15 wins, 4 draws, and 3 losses. That's the ratio I'm working with. I think we can drop. We've created a buffer to drop points in 7 games, but 4 draws and 3 defeats. 15 wins, 4 draws, and 3 defeats. I think that's what's going to take to win the title this season, because that takes us to around 88, I believe, 90 points, something like that. It's mad. It's we've created a buffer, but like Steve says, we've got to keep going.
You think we know 90 points is less than that's winning the league?
That's what I'm thinking.
Way less.
Way less.
82 to 85, 82 to 85.
Rest are too inconsistent, bro.
I think Arsenal can put a run. I'll still say it, guys. I know you. I still think Arsenal can
what
put
about
a run.
today then? I know we're gonna get onto the news here. Saka not, Saka's in.
Yeah. We can do that.
Saka out for 8 weeks. You think they can put together a run? So not going to be a run while he's missing.
We'll discuss that.
I think you should be talking to bottom left.
No, there's nothing to talk to me about. I'm not even involved.
We can talk to you.
That's chill guy, man. That's chill guys, man. That's chill guys.
He's not no chill guy, man. Get out of here. He's a chill guy. He's not no chill guy. But anyway,
does anybody give anyone else a mad random chance of going in a run like Nottingham Forest or fucking coming out of nowhere? I know we laugh. But if you look at that Premier League now, Forest and fucking
Forest.
No, Steve, Matisse does.
No, I don't. I merely said don't disrespect Nottingham Forest. And to be honest, since
Chelsea
I said
are unbeaten in 8. Are you unbeaten in 8-9?
I don't know. I'm not counting. But since I said Forest, I'll check in a minute. But since I said respect Forest, they've only maintained the form. You were the one that was being disrespectful, not me. Therefore,
sorry.
Comfortably ahead of you by
I don't want to derail Grizz's chat, so I'm going to say this once and one time.
They beat Brentford away. Brentford is best home record.
It is not disrespectful to say. It's not disrespectful to say that Arsenal should be pounced.
Okay.
That's what I said.
You said Arsenal should win that game. Fine. It's the way you said it. It's the way you said it.
I said Arsenal should win that game comfortably. And what did Arsenal do? With no Odegaard. What did Arsenal do?
All I'm
saying
saying
they win that game comfortably, yes or no?
Okay, they won that game, but they're 2 points ahead of them. They're 2 points ahead of Nottingham Forest.
Disrespectful when I was telling the truth.
Arsenal are 2 points ahead of
Shut
Nottingham.
up, man. Both of you. Shut up your mouths, man. Both of you. But Liverpool, yeah, deserve need to be talked. Some praise needs to be given out to some players, man. Trent started off 5-10 minutes. We were like, oh man, why is he forcing it? Why is he forcing it? Then we realized why he forces it, because he put in 2 passes. One before that, so when Salah missed, should have passed it to Szobozlai, but that pass from it was like golfing terms, a little wedge, like how he played that to Salah was magical. And then he put it on a sixpence. I hate comparing him to Man United players, but that was a Beckham-esque delivery. That delivery, it was similar to Declan Rice's free kick against Liverpool, Turkish. Remember?
Yeah,
Who scored? Marino.
Well, both, yeah. Marino missed one. And
yeah. And his passing and his breaking of the lines was sensational. He played like an orthodox right back. None of this inverted, blah blah blah. This is what I like about Slot. He's got different horses for different courses, and he put in a different tactical master plan for Spurs. You know, Szobozlai in this false 9 role, or whatever you want to call it, role, was the enforcer. He was like a Terminator. He was out there. He was out there terminating players, and he was making. No one could keep up with him. Basuma, Sarr, Maddison, they could not keep up with his runs and energy. He outran, outfought, outbattled, and got his goals and assists. And Mohamed Salah, it's boring. It's boring. It's boring. Honestly, he's boring.
He's a joke. He's actually a joke.
He broke 5-6 records in one day. Yeah. So forget him. He's boring. But shout out to Joe Gomez, man. Shout out to Joe Gomez, man. Like, Virgil gets all the plaudits and Trent, obviously, and then Konate, the latest. But Joe Gomez stepped in. He was 4th choice at the start of the season. Hold on. He was out of the club, 1 foot out of the club in preseason, because many clubs were in for him. And he was like, okay, maybe now it's time. But he put his head down again, humbled himself and said, you know what? I love this club. I want to stay here. And now, God willing, inshallah, he could be the partnership, recreating the partnership that won us that title. And what a story that will be. Because Joe Gomez, we all have had injuries, and we all talk about our players that have had mad injuries. Joe Gomez has had the nastiest injuries a footballer can have. I know a certain physio who's at Arsenal now, who's at Liverpool, and I know him very well personally, and he said Joe Gomez's injuries were some of the worst a footballer can have. And to come back from there, you need a special kind of character. So big up Joe Gomez. I thought he was fantastic. Liverpool, next 2 games, I know they're a walkover on paper. People are saying West Ham and Leicester, I'll get out of it. It's the wild, wild west. We win those 2 games. The number of wins that I've said 15 goes down to 13. And then soon it becomes single-figure wins needed.
I said before,
it's mad.
There doesn't have to be a race. I think people are caught up in, who's in the title race? There doesn't have to be a race. Last time Liverpool won it, there was no race. Man City
it's not at that stage yet, yo. It's not
at that stage yet. But
you know when we won the league? You know when we won the league?
Yeah.
You know the one you're referring to? I was already saying it's over.
Yeah, I know you was. Yeah,
before lockdown.
And when Ollie finished second, that was also not a race. And I think people, they get caught up in, Liverpool,
Mourinho's one as well.
Liverpool, they're definitely gonna have this big blip, or they're gonna fall off. Or who said that? Who told you that? This is Slot's first season. Who told you he's not going to improve? Now, the only thing Liverpool could do to absolutely kill this off is go and get a left back in January to replace Robertson, put him on the bench, let the legend go out on a high, not let him get stripped and mash up on the pitch. There's plenty of left backs to choose from in this league. You go and get one, and that's your starting 11, with Alisson maybe coming back. That's it done. And then it's just consistency, like Steve said. But this whole notion that there needs to be a race, for all we know, Liverpool will be 10 points clear, and that will be that. So, for me, until I see serious, unless one of their big names get an injury, or I see some sort of capitulation, which doesn't make any sense because they've got experience, they got know-how, it's Liverpool's to lose.
Oh, yeah,
they still need to mess about a couple of times for either us or you to capitalize before. Look, I've always said there's no race until at least game week 19, if not even a bit more. Like, you can't really say there's a race until the second half of the season. Then you see where everyone's at. At this moment in time, it's 6 because of a game in hand. It most probably will be 9, even though Everton's form might say otherwise. You'd expect Liverpool to beat them. Until one of us capitalize. Chelsea, you capitalized 2 weeks in a row. but you failed to keep up this weekend, whereas we failed to capitalize 2 weeks in a row, and we capitalized this weekend. So at this moment, it's all square with Liverpool's lead at the top, and there's no race until they allow one of us back into the race.
Back into it, yeah.
But the thing is, Liverpool still have to play all of you lot, right? They still have to go to Stamford Bridge. Obviously, the advantage is they play you at Anfield and they play you so close to the end of the season. So that game, you never know. No, I don't think it will be done by then. And this is what I don't understand. Like Liverpool are still top of the league. So I think there's two sides to look at it. I think from the Arsenal side, I think there's been way too much discounting on Liverpool and what they've done to date this season. And I think there needs to be an acknowledgement that they are genuinely in the driving seat and look like they could be full value for this title win, which is something that Arsenal fans, and even me, I didn't really see it before. I see it now. But then I think on the other end, Liverpool are catchable. Like before the game was played against us, I know they had 2 games in hand, but the gap was cut down to 3. And you never know. Like there could be many more weeks at that where Arsenal play before Liverpool and Arsenal cut the gap down to 3, and Liverpool have a difficult fixture and they could drop points. They can. We've seen how difficult this league is. They can drop points.
But everything you said, you can say it the other way around, right?
Agree. That's why I said you got.
And we'll start. And our starting block is 6 points behind. They have a game in hand, and we go Anfield, brother. They have to let us back in this race. Yeah, they have to drop points 2 game weeks before we even drop our next point.
And I'm just sorry, that Saka news is
that's what I'm saying.
That Saka news is crazy. Crazy for any. You're talking about Arsenal now going on a run without their best player in the attacking side of the pitch. It's crazy.
The way I'm going to end it with Liverpool. There's 2 fixtures. There's 2 fixtures that I'm looking at before I say it's a wrap. There's 2 fixtures in a row, Bournemouth and Forest away. I think it's around mid-January or something like that. Forest away and Bournemouth away. That's what I'm looking at, guys. Forest, and I know you're thinking Forest and Bournemouth, but we know Forest and Bournemouth this year.
I don't see those fixtures. I see Bournemouth in 1st of Feb. I don't see Forest. Forest is in 14th of Jan. Sorry, they're not next to each other. But okay.
Yeah, these are the 2 fixtures I'm looking at. Come on, unscathed out of them 2. Give me 4 points. I'm taking them 4 points. People are saying, what? Big Liverpool, Forest and Bournemouth? It's the wild west, family. I'm sorry, wild west. Give me 4 points and I'm taking them.
He's got a point. They're good. They're good teams, man.
They are okay. They can again. I'm sorry. It's still the last 5 games for me for Liverpool. I think outside of maybe, in fact, I say the last 5, 3 out of 5, because I expect Liverpool to beat Palace and I expect Liverpool to beat us at home. But playing Chelsea away, Arsenal at home, Brighton away, your last 3 out of 4. I'm telling you now. If we get 4, listen. I'm telling you now. 4 points out of Forest away and Bournemouth away. The title will be a wrap by then.
Yeah. I think it's done by then.
The title will be a wrap by then.
We'll see. It's the top 4 race for everyone else.
It doesn't have to be.
Is it second last or third last, Turkish?
Third last. It doesn't have. For me, it doesn't have to be mathematically done for it to be done. Like, there ain't gonna be no 8-point swing in the foot.
A 9-point lead with 5 games to go is done.
It's finished. Yeah, exactly.
Are you looking at no? But realistically, from an opposition point of view, are you looking at Forest and Bournemouth?
Yeah, of course.
Problematic for Liverpool. I'm sure you are.
I'm not looking at Liverpool.
Yeah. Especially the way they played.
Is Bournemouth away?
They're both away, he said. Yeah.
Both away. They're both away. Yeah. That's one of those 2's bananas.
We got to go to Villa Park yet. We got to go to the Etihad yet. City will be in a far different position when we have to go to Etihad. We have to go to Chelsea yet. Villa, Chelsea, Brighton. We have to go to Brighton yet.
You'll do Brighton, man.
Tobs.
I mean, what more is there? I say what more is there to say because I keep saying the same shit every single loss, man. It's just, it's getting boring talking about the issues with Spurs. Like, I know that we were heated about it yesterday, but I honestly believe it. I think one of the biggest indictments of yesterday is the fact that we concede 6 goals at home. That is pure and utter humiliation. I don't care what backline you have to play. It's pure and utter humiliation. Southampton didn't ship 6 against Liverpool, and Liverpool's XG was just as similar levels of high, right? Ipswich didn't ship 6 against against Liverpool. Like, there are worse teams that have played Liverpool this season and have not shipped 6. To ship 6 at home, you didn't even ship 6 at Anfield, bro. We didn't even ship 6 at Anfield last season, and we were playing Emerson Royale at left back. So for me, I don't know, man. I just think it's a truly disgraceful result. Like, it is a really, really disgraceful result. And props to Liverpool. I think GRIZZ is on the money with the analysis around their performance. And we were saying it during the mob, like, this could be, like, at halftime, I was saying this could be this. We're even lucky. We're even fortunate that it was 3-1. Like, it should have really been about 4-5-0. I lost count of the amount of blocks that Archie Gray had to make, Spence had to make, even Dragusin had to make, and we're still 3-1 down. And we're still doing the same thing over and over and over again. GRIZZ obviously spoke about Joe Gomez. I thought Joe Gomez was fantastic. I thought Trent, brilliant. Once he actually got his foot on the ball and started spraying them passes. I even thought Dominic Szobozlai, as much as I criticized him, we were saying it, I thought he was very good. But again, it's an indictment. I look at that as an indictment. I look at the fact that Dominic Szobozlai was able to get his game off to that extent against Spurs. I look at it as an indictment, and it's not even just the Szobozlai thing. It's the fact that we literally leave our midfield and our defense gaping, no matter who we play. We saw the same sitch against Chelsea. So many men were getting their games off. Lavia, Enzo, Sancho. I watched Sancho against Everton yesterday, and they marshaled this guy so comfortably. They didn't let this guy do anything. And yet, when he played against Tottenham, he was... No wonder Matisse was saying he's the best left winger on form, because he looked like it when he played Spurs. And that's a continuous theme I see, irrespective of who's playing for Tottenham. Of course, the headlines will be we're missing players, and absolutely, the players we're missing plays a part in the extent in which we've been beaten. But the actual manner in which we've lost, that wouldn't have changed with Romero playing, with Van de Ven playing, because we would have opened ourselves up the exact same way. The midfield would have been gay. The midfield, Sarr, Basuma, they would have played if Romero and Vicario and Van de Ven was fit. Maddison, Kulusevski, Son, Solanke, they would have played. They would have played. That's our strongest midfield, and that's our strongest midfield in attack, bar Bentancur. But we can't really get our game off because the setup is just, it doesn't cater to our strengths. And Kulusevski was speaking about it today. We've played a physically taxing game against Man United on Thursday. We've not been able to rotate the team. Surely you want to go about this differently. Make a plan for Liverpool. We're not playing Ipswich. We're not playing Ipswich. Yeah. We're not playing Southampton. We're literally playing the best team in the league. They're the best team in the league on form for a reason. And you make no plan for them whatsoever.
That's the best team in the world on form.
Wow. Yeah, best team in Europe, man. Let's call it. Like, yeah,
Europe. It's and this is why I'm like I find it hard to focus on the absences, because I'm like, the tactics were just all over the shop, and everyone's telling, and some people telling me, oh, but like, you were always going to lose. Okay, fine. Yeah, we probably were not. We probably were never going to win this game.
It's the manner, though. It's the manner.
However, like, I would at least still like to see. I'd like to see
something. Yeah.
I'd like to see some element of tactical adjustments to try and get Spurs the best possible result in that game of football. And I didn't see anything like that. Like, the manager wants to moan and complain about that their players being injured, but you don't go about the game differently. Like, I think Ange, he contradicts himself a lot, and it's annoying because it's like, this is, as I said, he's a very likable guy, but he just contradicts himself. He keeps saying stuff like, oh, if people can't see the fact that we're missing our first choice goalkeeper, our first choice centre backs, this is that, and the impact it has on our results, then I don't know. I'm like, everyone can see it but you. That's why they're asking you these questions, because we're missing so much at the back, and you still don't want to do anything to protect the players that you're bringing in. Dragusin can't play. Dragusin can't build from the back, and yet we still have to
won't go long to Solanke and try something different.
We still see him on the halfway line with the ball, trying to play it into midfield. You heard Gravenberch. What did Gravenberch say? What did he say?
He said targeted him, targeted the right side centre back because of the build-up. Can I ask you?
Sorry, go on.
Can I ask you? Sorry. When was the last time you heard this manager in a post-match take responsibility for the result and say, I tactically got it wrong? Because it sounds like he is another level of stubborn that I ain't never seen before. And especially with his CV.
He's done, to be fair to him, he has like, I can't remember what game it was that we lost. I think it might have been Ipswich. He came out, and again, this is why I'm confused, because he came out and said like he takes accountability for the result. Maybe it's his methods that aren't working. Maybe he needs to change a couple of things. And then he comes back again a day later saying, I'm not changing anything. I'm not changing my approach. This, that, and the third. I'm just like, you're not really helping yourself.
You know what's mad? My man comes out after Thursday, goes, are you not entertained? You know what I mean? And he's like, it's the way he's saying it though, man. He's very, very, I can't describe it, but it's just like
cheeky.
Bro, yeah, it's cheeky. Yeah, it's cheeky. And I'm like, broski. And then you go to Liverpool and you just basically spread your legs, pause, but like you literally invite them. One of the best attack in Europe. We're talking about a Mo Salah, one of the best attackers in Europe, and the space here, and it's not changing. It's not changing after 1, 2. It doesn't change, and that's the problem with Ange.
Worse. Worse.
He's a bit condescending. I don't think.
Yeah, he is, bro. Let's call it as we see it. It's not nice, you know.
I actually am kind of shocked in a way that your fan base have built up the connection that you have.
They love him, man. They love him, though. Like, let's be honest. A lot of
because he plays offensive football, and he actually is his personality as a manager. It's what you want to see. Someone who wants to make a success at this club, who speaks like very refreshing, don't really bullshit, doesn't really stand for bullshit. Like that he's got the type of attitude I want to see in my manager. But the problem is it doesn't materialize in the way in which he sets us up week to week. And I don't know if it's arrogance. I'm not sure if it is arrogance, naivety. I don't know, whatever word it is, it feels like there's no consideration given towards the teams we're playing or the players that we have to use. It's literally plug and play. We're going to play the same way. We're going to play the same way, no matter what. Even if we concede 6, we're going to play the same way.
He should be managing. He should be managing Man City over the last 6 years if he wants to play like that, because he needs.
But there's a fine line, though, man. There's a fine line, man. There's a fine line of doing it, and you know what? But it's against Liverpool, and again, where the energy of your team has, bro, you've literally played a 4-3 madness game where majority of players have played, and you're letting the same back line that United, which listen, we're 13th, but we scored 3 goals, and I know some of them were mistakes here, but still, Liverpool are coming into town.
I think Toby's point. Look, I think about the fact that he doesn't care who he plays. I think that is atrocious.
Yeah, it is.
I'll tell you why.
Bad man management.
When you're at the level of a Pep or a Klopp or an Ancelotti, you have a certain aura and a right to say, yo, do you know who I am? You will change your game for us.
Yeah.
The fact that he has this arrogance at this stage of his career at a club, and again, this is not bantering Spurs. I'm giving a football take on it, right?
Yeah.
To go into a club that hasn't won fuck all for how many years, and you're trying to implement a style, but yet styles are not there to be just in what, like you don't have
one
to play
way.
One way every game. Like the best coaches, including Pep, including Klopp, do change roles and seasons. How many is this, second season or third season?
Second season.
I have not seen anything different from Spurs. I don't study Spurs like Toby, but I haven't seen anything different from Spurs against any of the rivals that they go into. I knew Arsenal would muller them. I knew we would muller them. It's like and he's like plug and play. Archie Gray and Dragostin, and you're still playing the same way. You still got your fullbacks, Porro and Jed Spence, giving them the freedom. You're still playing a wide back 4. You're not playing a narrow back 4.
Do you remember
Basuma and what's his name, Sarr, to go and press high instead of standing in front? Look, get Basuma, get Sarr, fuck Maddison for this game. Get Kulusevski, who's more physical and dominant. Bring him in midfield. Say, yo, for first half an hour against this dominant, rampant Liverpool team, playing narrow. Jed Spence will naturally inclined to tuck in. Porro, I know you're attacking right back. Tuck in, because we've got 2 newbies at centre back. Protect us at all costs. Instead, he went gung-ho, like you said. How naive was the word I think we're looking for, guys? I think he's the most naive.
But it's naive. No. GRIZZ, naivety and stupidity.
I don't think it's naive. I don't think.
You know why it's naive? You know why it's not naive for me? Naive is when you come into this league and you don't know. That naive is Ten Hag at Brentford playing Eriksen and DM.
Yeah, he didn't know. But he didn't know.
He didn't know. That's what I'm saying. Thinking he's in the Netherlands. I'm sorry, you've been here for over a year. You've played all these teams already. It's not naive. It's arrogance. This is the word you're looking for. Is arrogance.
Arrogance.
That's where it comes from.
Maybe.
That's where it comes from. That's the word for me.
And it's, to be fair,
20 losses in 42 games.
It's mad. It wasn't, and the thing is, it's not like I'll go back onto the manager, but I do think even some of the performances from some of the players. I mean,
no.
How many times have I been talking about Pedro Porro this season? I think he's been so bad this season. Like one-on-one matchups, it's a myth. He doesn't defend well against anyone now. But again, Pedro Porro ran into the ground, always double teamed or triple teamed. Like teams literally put 2 men on that side because they say, yeah, we're just going to kill him with the underlap or the overlap. We're just going to kill him, right? And the manager does nothing about it. The midfield, Basuma has been so volatile in his performances. So volatile. Passing is loose. It's like his defensive awareness is on 0. Players can just run off him. It doesn't matter. I mean, for the second goal, McAllister literally just jogs past him. Basuma doesn't even know. Dragusin for the third goal, and just in general yesterday, passing was awful. Even for the third goal, charging towards Dominic Szobozlai, doesn't win the duel. So many poor performances, man. It's like
when are they back? When are they back? Romero and Van de Ven?
I don't think they're back for another couple of weeks. I think 2 to 3 weeks. So they're not back. They're not back anytime
away, man. Next as well. I reckon
that's going to be a loss. That's going to be a loss.
If he loses the Forest away,
there's no if. That's going to be a loss. With the way we play and the players that we have at the moment, that's going to be a loss for me. But I find it more concerning that, okay, all of these players are underperforming, but we have a manager who just sees this, doesn't want to do anything about it in terms of how he wants to alter his approach. I mean, Grizz, you saw it for the third goal, right? You know, when we got back into the game and Maddison scores that goal, that's like 2 minutes before halftime. And I was saying, wow, 2-1. You know what? We're in this game, and I was literally saying on the watch long, I said, we're in this game, and we don't deserve to be in this game. We don't deserve to be in this game. Let's try and take it into halftime. Liverpool kickoff. Jed Spence has been told, you have to go press. You have to go and press. Go press Trent right up the pitch. You have to go and press him. And
you know what's
of course he goes to press him. Sorry, Saeed. He goes to press him. Space is vacated. Sar goes to press. Space is vacated.
It's crazy. I know.
Trent plays one loop pass over the top. Trent is like, bruh, I've got space and time here. I'm just going to play a pass over to Szobozlai. Szobozlai wins one aerial duel. So that's one pass, one aerial duel, and that turned into a 4v2. And that's one of many scenarios where I'm like, why do people keep telling me about these players being out? It's the tactics that's at fault here. There was one goal kick from Alisson, and Szobozlai's thrown goal. How is that even, like, how are you talking to me about, oh my God,
like, wild when you say it.
And the answer is, oh no, but if he had Van de Ven, no, Szobozlai wouldn't be charging for a goal. I think the bigger concern is, even if Van de Ven plays, the fact that Van de Ven is having to cover one pass, it's splitting the defense.
You've actually cooked his hamstrings. I don't know his injury record prior to joining you, but you're cooking his hamstrings differently.
By the way, I think we tried to buy Van de Ven in the summer. I'm just saying.
And what you think? You medically can you fix him? Yeah,
that's the only problem,
bro.
Yeah, but we say medically can you fix him, but I wouldn't be shocked if he went to Liverpool, and it's obviously I don't know if he's going to go to Liverpool. I think you're going to have to pay crazy money. But the point is, I wouldn't be shocked if Van de Ven went to another club and the injuries aren't as severe because his body's not being put through.
Apparently, he's getting them before. No, he's been getting them before.
Don't know.
Yeah, he's always had injuries before.
You know, when you look at Ange now, so he's saying, I always deliver a trophy in my second season. What do Tottenham fans want? Trophy in the second season, right? Do Tottenham fans persist with Ange knowing that we could get a title this year, or just say, you know what, this league form is poor, let's just sack him now, and we don't really care about
our choice.
Doesn't mean title. It doesn't mean title.
It's not. You mean he means a cup? He means a cup.
Oh, sorry, cup. Yeah, cup. Yeah,
he means a cup. Like, but I don't know why people are being pedantic. You knew.
Yeah, I heard him. I'm still.
Hey, you know,
he's still shocked.
Sorry,
I'm still shocked. What the fuck are we doing?
Like Europa League, you still the FA Cup, them two titles. Man.
Well, again, so I can't speak for everyone else. I'm only going to speak for myself. For me, it's clear to see that he's not the guy to take us forward. I'm done. I thought we left these incredibly stubborn managers in the past with Conte, but we've basically just inherited another one. It's just his football is just the other end of the scale. He's still rigid. He's still wedded to his beliefs. So for me, I'm done believing that Ange Postecoglou can change Tottenham. I don't think he's the man to change Tottenham. However, I'm not prepared to sack Ange Postecoglou to bring in a Ryan Mason. If you're going to sack this guy, there needs to be a plan. I don't want this season.
Iraola, man. I'm telling you, get that Iraola, man. I don't know if you'll leave Bournemouth.
That's if he's available. That's if he's available now. But he may not be the only one. Listen, I don't watch as much European football as I used to, right? But this is where I'm trusting the same club that identified Ange Postecoglou, the same club that identified Onslaught, right? If you can see something isn't working, give us a solution. Give us an alternative solution, right? Don't just spewing this and let the season peter out and do nothing about it. If you're going to keep Ange, we need to see players in January, and we need to see a plan in the summer to get rid of him and bring in a new manager. If you can't bring that manager now, right? I don't want to see no interim Ryan Mason ball. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see us play Liverpool, Ryan Mason in the dugout, as bad as Ange is performing now. I don't want to see that, right? But as far as my belief in the manager is concerned, it's done. I don't think he's going to win a trophy. I see him getting bounced by Liverpool in the cup. I don't see him winning the Europa League. I don't see him winning the FA Cup. I don't see it, because in a game of fine margins, I can't trust that this guy's going to put his belief on how the game should be played above the team's desire to win the game of football. I don't believe he's going to do it. I just don't. You can't do it when our team is down to bare bones, but I'm meant to believe with better players at his disposal, he's going to magically tweak things around. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, man.
Toby, I need a new mud brother, man. Are you ready to accept the allegiance?
We've been in the mud all season. It's not.
Maybe we should just leave them two on the screen on their own. Let them hash out some sort of contract or something.
Tobs, can we have a handshake, bro? We're mud brothers, man. Come on.
Wow, you're just going to agree.
There we go.
But hold on, you was rejecting this not so long ago.
I'm 1 point ahead of him. How can I refuse?
Exactly.
You were turning your nose up at this not so long ago.
Why have you? We're together,
man. Come on.
Like, why is that what I want to see?
Football's a humbler, Matisse. Football's a humbler.
I've just seen our team's snap, and I'm seeing this guy on
graduated.
He's actually shaking Saeed's hand on a deal to be fellow Mad Brothers people.
And also, Saeed, don't think that I'm going to let you get away with this nonsense as well, because now I see you gassing up Kulusevski. But when I was telling you that this guy is clear of Anthony, you had the audacity to mention these two in the same sentence.
Yes, you and Omar were having a conversation.
Yes, you did.
How many hills did you die on, Anthony?
You and Omar were having a conversation, not me. No. I wasn't involved in the conversation, bro.
Let's not get into this one.
You're such a liar, because you even said it in the summer as well. You said it in the summer as well. I want it clear. Never, ever. I
didn't say anything about,
bro. If we get Saeed to retract every ridiculous statement, that's
Broski, let me tell you what happened.
You know, it'll be Christmas, bro.
I wasn't involved in the conversation, right? It was in New York, was in the Legends Bar. Him and Omar were having this mad conversation. It was going mad. So I just went over and said, yo, what's going on, guys? You're having this conversation. It was about Anthony and Kulusevski. And I was just involved, but I wasn't really agreeing what was happening.
Listen, I was just involved. I've heard this before. I've heard this from you before. Bro, you always do this. Hold a second. You always do this. I'm the innocent bystander. You can't play this.
Hold on a second. Whenever there's a crime,
I was just hearing. Yo, guys, what are you saying, man?
You never call the police
when there's a crime. Saeed is there.
When there's a crime,
I'm a chill guy.
No. When there's a crime,
guys,
call the police.
I'm gonna send the link. I'm gonna send the link right now so everyone can see it.
You are complicit.
He tweeted this in September.
You're complicit.
He says,
"You're complicit."
Involved, man.
Oh, what did he say? He says, "Oh, I think he can chat to Kulusevski," and put a gif of what's my man's name? The basketball guy.
Oh,
it's there, bro.
I put a gift
on Twitter.
What? Stephen A. Smith. I put it in the private chat and I put it in the comments. The guy, I'm telling you,
I'm glad you said a gift and not a gift, because Saeed definitely didn't buy no one a gift because he's tight as fuck.
Wait. That was this season.
That was this season, brother. September the 5th. And this is what I'm saying. He fixes Omar, bro. He's been saying it for 2 years.
Broski, look at the gift. It's a gift, bro. It's not like a statement. You know
yes, it is, because you've argued with me on it on the show. I'm not lying, brother.
What is this, man? Are we actually serious here? We're a big organization here, and we're going at gifts. What are we doing here, man?
Okay.
Come on, guys, man. I need to see the video.
Listen, big organization has
the
got
accusation.
Brother, big organization has got rats infested in their stadium. Big organization is not.
I'm talking about the Big Six. We're talking about Big Six community. Yeah.
So yeah,
Big Six. Big Six media.
We could talk about
Big Six media.
The outlet that Anthony gives you is crazy. If he can polish his game and decision making, it's a scary player we've got. He said this on April the 8th, 2023.
Wow.
But again, was that
wow? End the stream, brother. End the
Don't worry, man.
Let me explain myself, man. Can I explain?
You turned the new chapter, Saeed. You don't have to explain.
Okay,
you turned the new chapter.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I can explain, though. I can explain, but yeah.
It's all right, bro. Trust me. Yeah. The new Saeed, that's the old Saeed.
That's the old one. That's the old one.
My last point as well. Sorry, my last point.
Yeah.
Onslaught, he made Grizz mentioned this on the show. Onslaught made a right mug out of Ange because he was doing all this talk about gassing up. How can you say there's no such thing as attacking football? Well, he showed you. Because he literally just poked holes in your tactics. He showed you how.
So many sweets.
He said, there is such a thing as too much attacking.
So many sweets and toffee to Slot. He did. He gave him so much sweets. Like he said, yeah, come round, bro. You know what I mean? You're my guy. You know what I mean? You play marvelous football. You're entertaining. He knew we're gonna wrap them up and murder them, and that's what he done. I'm telling you, he's got something about him. This honest, he's getting his feet under the table a little bit. You know what I mean? Everyone thought he's another Ten Hag. He ain't another Ten Hag.
Let me do the super chats now anyway, because we're touching 2 hours and we still got a few predictions to make. Perry says 6-3, what a win and performance. Salah, Diaz, Szobozlai and Trent were phenomenal. Szobozlai is a humbler for Tobs. Salah, 18 goals and 15 assists in 24 games. Give the Egyptian king the Ballon d'Or.
Deep that 18 goals and 15 assists.
It's crazy. He can actually break the 2020 Henry record. By that I mean 20 goals, 20 assists before people say 2020. Masum says, Tobs, are Spurs Lily Phillips or Lily White? Season's greetings. Best show on YouTube. GJ says, on Ange, even Klopp changed style in 2021 when Van Dijk, Matip and Gomez were all out for the season. No excuses at all for good A, mate. Hamza says, I felt like I was being gaslit the last mob stream, but do you actually think Rooney is better than Salah? Please don't let nostalgia and United tax fool you.
Are you? Nah, I'm not even gonna respond, man.
This is Hamza. This ain't one for 2 hours into the show. I'm gonna tell you that one now, because this one's one for a separate piece.
I actually blame Stat Moves for all of this, because Stat Moves is moving crazy.
Stat Moves is a horrible account.
It's horrible. It's horrible. Stop losing void.
Jazzy Jeff says, bottom mid sells Champions League final tickets, leaves at half-time, and he can't be asked to protest. Your fan base is a joke. Stop pretending you deserve to be at this rave. It's cringe. Spurs can't chat to Villa or Everton. Heritage.
Okay. Sure. No problem.
I have a feeling that's Scar, Gareth says, Tobes, I've realized why Ange subs Maddison all the time. It's because by the middle of the second half, he gives up very much like Rashford does. There's no point in hoping he'll make an impact when the chips are down.
Disagree, but let's move on.
Jake says, big up you guys. Arsenal fan tuning in from Calgary, Alberta. Love the content. And Tobes, just got to say, Tottenham get battered everywhere they go.
Sometimes they don't even have to go anywhere. Sometimes they just get battered at home.
Yeah. It's all mad. Rui says, the way Tobs was talking crap on Szobozlai and the mob just for him to have the game of his life is hilarious. What a performance. We must, Grizz.
We must. Father Time will reveal all. That's what I have to say on that one.
Gareth again says, Grizz, why when an opponent scores a goal against Poole, they more often than not go to the ref for a foul in the build-up? It looks a bit pathetic to watch.
It's the way we build up. We entice people, and sometimes it's a foul, sometimes it's not. It's not that pathetic, man. Don't watch it, innit? If it's that pathetic, man.
Zephyr says, is there anything besides injuries that can stop Liverpool? Who are the key players Liverpool need to keep padded up after Salah and Van Dijk?
Gravenberch.
Trent, because Bradley's
and
out.
Trent.
Yeah. Congratulations, Grizz, on the title. But yesterday I saw many Liverpool fans say Salah is the GOAT of the Prem. Like you said about it, Saka. Stay in your lane.
I don't even know what that means.
Thanks for the. I don't know what you're congratulating. We haven't won the title. Salah is the GOAT of the Premier League. You saw many Liverpool fans. Squad chat to them then, innit?
Salah, crossing, dribbling, vision, passing, interplay, movement, agility, speed, strength, finishing at a consistent level. 8 years later, the GOAT Premier League winner, unrivaled.
I agree with that. He's the greatest Premier League winger of all time.
I agree with that. Dan says, Dominic running through your team like 100 man running through Lily Phillips. Easy away day. 3 points all over. Blame Lily. She's
I told you should have done your title 10 man versus Spurs. It would have banged.
Oh shit. Shit. There'll still be chances. Cool. One problem, says Daniel, is that our fans gas our players so high. They see it and they think they are top dogs. Maddison and Basuma are the 2 most inconsistent players I've seen. Both do my head in and sums up our team.
Okay.
Panel, would any other top 6 team take Ange, seeing what he's shown? The good, the bad, the ugly. Steve, would you have Arteta replace Pep? No one's taking Ange, and Pep signed a 2-year contract, so I don't think Steve's thinking about that. Would Steve? Yeah. The 3rd goal, Basuma doesn't even challenge, says Daniel. He doesn't even challenge in the air for the ball, making Radu have to press, vacating the space behind. Build a team around Kulusevski. Big up Daniel as well. Hope you're still good, my bro, and family. You're well. Happy New Year coming real soon as well, but we're live before then anyway. Ange is trying get that Bielsa. He's trying to get the Bielsa aura. He knows it pays to be branded as a manager that plays the right way. Don't know about that. The Big 6. That one's on United. That one's a City one. We'll keep it moving from here because I think that's all of the Tottenham and Liverpool ones. And if I've missed any, then I'm sure I'll be able to get it in later. But which one is HW? Okay, that's Arsenal. Cool. Let's move on to predictions for with my pen. Liverpool, Leicester, and Nottingham Forest, Tottenham. SAEED, Nottingham Forest, Tottenham.
Boy, I'm gonna go 2-1 Forest.
2-1, Matisse.
3-1 Forest.
3-1. Steve.
2-0 Forest.
Wow, 2-0 Forest. I'm gonna go for a 3-2 Forest. Tobs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for 3-2 Forest as well.
GRIZZ.
2-1 Forest.
2-1. All Forest wins. SAEED, back to you. Liverpool, Leicester.
This could be a drubbing. I'm gonna go 4-0 Liverpool.
4-0. Matisse.
I'll go 5. Actually, no. I'll go 3-0 Liverpool.
3-0. Steve.
5-0.
5-0. I'm gonna go 4-0. Tobs.
Yep, I was gonna go 4-0 as well.
And GRIZZ.
I'll go 3-0.
3-0. Cool. All predictions in. All Liverpool wins. All clean sheets. Let's move. Next up on the list, because we're so late into the show. Obviously, Arsenal spanked Palace. Second time we beat Palace in a week, Carabao Cup and also Premier League. Chelsea drew to Everton. But the Saka stuff is really the hot topic around Arsenal right now. Yeah. So we've kind of touched in on that. The news to me is it's not looking. 8 would be a blessing. It's looking like mid-March, which is 3 months out. So
no way.
Yeah, man.
Well, okay, sounding like the same person that said Ben White to me 8 weeks before anyone knew about it is the same person that said Saka is looking like minimum 12. So
because it's a torn hamstring. There's no way we can do that in 2 months. No way.
Yeah.
So, Raheem injured as well?
He's also injured, but it doesn't matter what he is. He's
that's one less option, so it does matter.
Does it?
Yeah, it should matter because it's one less option. Who you gonna play?
He's not even an option at the minute, man. He's just not doing it.
He wasn't because Saka was fit. Now you don't have.
I mean, Saka, the guy wasn't played, bro. When they needed him,
but he's got a point, man.
Okay,
nah,
well, who's playing right?
Put Nwaneri there, innit? At least just put Nwaneri there.
Right. Yeah, 100%. Nwaneri there. Yeah.
Hopefully he does that, but we'll see. But yeah, I mean,
you gotta go in January, man. This is now a perfect excuse now to go in January and spend money.
Bro, he's talking about internal options, man. So it's all peak. Trust me, it's peak.
Who said that?
I'm due to flip in the next few weeks again.
Oh, wait.
Thank God. It's been me. Again.
Man said, thank God, like I ain't been flipping this year. Sorry, Matisse.
You have. I'm saying it's your turn again because it was me the last couple of weeks.
Did Arteta say that?
Yeah, he said his internal solutions.
He has studied the art of Arsene Wenger, and he said, "I'm going to copy and mimic this to a T. Protecting. He is the best defensive midfielder ever. This man is protecting. He said they're the best in the world. He said they're ambitious. They're backing me. You've got no wingers on form. How can you say that you don't need a winger?
That's not the most. To me, that's not the most damning thing he said. The most damning thing is he said, obviously, we went into this season thin. Everyone knows that. That's what he said, right?
Yeah,
brother. How can you say that and say the best owners in the world? Which one is it? Which one is it? Are they the best owners? Are we thin in our 5th year of the phases and the whatever and all this stuff? I don't get it. You can't say best owners and say we're thin and everyone knew that.
Having said that, yeah, Turkish, and I know again, I'm not here to banter Arsenal, but like if you had nothing, but you knew you could get Rashford, would you take nothing?
This is a thin line between you losing it.
Bro, I'm just asking a question.
Nothing.
If you had nothing,
I swear to you, I'll take nothing.
Nah, come on.
Look at you trying to sell your cast-offs.
You had nothing. You'd have said
that'll set us back another 3-4 years, bro.
What about Mudryk? Would you take Mudryk
in the summer?
Nah, man, loan. No.
Tell me, man. It's a loan.
Bro, there's enough.
Mudryk.
No, Mudryk is the one that's killing me.
There's enough release clauses out there for us not to deal with Rashford, bro. Lookman's got a release clause. Gyökeres got a release clause. Osimhen's got a release clause. Those 3 players there, they will all upgrade our team. They will all add to our team. We don't need to deal with Rashford. Even to be honest, I assume Real Madrid, Güler or Diaz will be available for loan. If I'm honest,
and they said no to Güler. They said no.
Well, then Brahim Diaz. Then he must be.
Brahim, yeah.
Brahim's nice.
I mean, just look, when you consider Saka's injured now for what could be up to 3 months or more, and a nice loan signing like that to accompany Osimhen, Gyökeres, one of them two. Like we need a couple. Let's be real here. We needed one before Saka got injured. Now, yeah,
the number one Turkish Atalanta are going to win their first Serie A ever, or attempted to win it. I doubt they sell Lockman, to be honest with you.
He's got his release clause though, so it's up to him really.
They'll sell him in the summer for sure, not in January.
I don't think so now, but yeah.
Unless Arsenal give up crazy P.
He's got a release clause.
How much is the release clause?
I think like 60 euros, I think.
Can you get an emergency back for Reece Nelson? Can he come back?
Brother, you like what? Have you got a list of annoying shit questions to
Second, you want Werner?
It's emergency, bro.
I'm telling you, Saeed's got a checklist. He's going through.
Let me get my water because you're gonna make me talk for no reason, bro. What's next? What's next on that list?
Werner. He's gonna ask you if you take Werner.
No, I'm not doing Werner. I'm not doing Werner. He's dead.
We're good.
All right, yeah.
Saeed, you're fucked up.
I am dying, man. It's crazy. But apparently he's injured anyway, so no point, man.
Yeah, man said apparently he's injured. That's why there's no point.
What about Anthony? That's a good one. Hi, Anthony.
He's busting up.
Yo, Anthony,
bro, I'm telling you.
I like that shout.
You know what? I'm gonna move into the.
I can't wait for the January transfer window. It's gonna be hilarious, man. Everyone's gonna be desperate, man. City are desperate. Arsenal want to do something like, bro. everyone's gonna be desperate for signings. Even we want to get some signings and whatnot. So
yeah, there's a league, there's a league title that's it's there. I mean, it's Liverpool. It's in Liverpool's hands at the moment, but you know, if a team moves correct enough in the January window, it could, you know, push them up there. So it's important for a lot of teams. Let me look at the super chats on Arsenal, and then we move on to the predictions and Chelsea next. Ben, I see this one earlier. Big up the whole panel, especially Turkish. Been a fan since the OG UFC watch-alongs. Me and my girl have flown into the UK from Canada for Christmas and the Ipswich game. Would love to meet you if you're there. I am there at Ipswich, actually, funnily enough. But yeah, we'll link up. I said message me on Instagram if anything. I'll probably do my match reaction in the stadium again. So I'll probably be at the stadium an hour or so after. So if you're willing to wait about, AFTV will be around the corner as well. So yeah, just message me, Ben. And love for the support, because the UFC watch-alongs are definitely, you're an OG. MSD said, big up to all. My brother is coming to watch the Arsenal game, hoping to see Turk. Oh, was that your brother? Is Ben your brother? Must be Toronto. Must be. SAEED, let's back our players. Big up though. Yeah, I'll link up. Jan says, as an Arsenal fan, I felt ashamed for Arteta's comments about the Community Shield. Damn, I've become second most liked comment at the Sport Bible. Where's that on Instagram, you mean, Jan? And he also asked a question. Now with Saka's injury, what do you expect from the club at the January window? Is it still a centre forward, or minimum is the centre forward? On top of that, a nice little loan on Diaz would be nice, or, you know, if we really mean business, I don't know how much we got in the. I don't think we're spending 150 mil. I'll be honest there, but yeah, break one of those clauses. Actually, this one's for Steve, so I'll save that one. HW says, for me, I fully blame Arteta for our lack of depth. 729 million over 5 seasons is enough to sign a clinical forward and left winger. Our all adequate depth for a scenario like this. This is our sitch because of him. 150 million average spend per summer and 2 perm attackers signed in 5 seasons is a joke. If I get a loan to buy 5 items and I buy 2, how is it the bank's fault? Now Saka is out for 2-3 months. Listen, his squad building defensively, well done. His squad building offensively has left much to the imagination this season. So his talk about internal solutions, and it's a good exercise. This ain't, you know, forget all the exercise stuff, bro.
This ain't PE, brother. This is the Premier League title.
Bro, he got me mad today. You know, I went live today. I did a one-on-one on my channel, bro. I don't do that much anymore, but bro, I saw what he was saying and I was like, nah. Man said good exercise. What? How can Saka's injury be a good exercise, bro?
That is hilarious. He's like Pep. He's like, I need these losses. Money coming in. I need these losses. It's equal.
Let me go to the next one. No, that's not SAEED. Steve. Okay, this one here from Jake saying, in my view, if Arsenal don't go all in for a Danny Olmo or Kudus, we are a stupid club. The second news is devastating and we need to reinforce. Olmo, yeah, apparently there's something there with him and his situation at Barca.
Is he registered?
Huh?
Is he registered?
He was registered for half the season. They're struggling to register him now, but something also come at the end of the season. There might be a clause that he can get out for free or something. But it's linked to the registration, so I don't know what's going on.
I'm starting to think they don't know the rules of their own league.
Nah, they don't, man. They don't know what's going on. Shaffer says, Jesus right wing session back like at City, only natural option on that side. Martinelli on that side can get interesting. Sterling was probably that. Nah, you can't move Jesus now. Big up Tobs as well, because he did have to dip. Tobs, send me your predictions for Chelsea, Fulham, Arsenal, Ipswich. I did it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, in the private chat,
Yeah, you can't move Jesus from striker now. Because if it goes wrong, you've just moved the guy that scored 5 goals in 2 games. Gucci Bucket has a Turkish on the 1st or the 28th second. Arteta also said 28, 24. Arteta also, yeah. And then in the summer we signed. So yeah. He said it in January this year. He said it with a week to go with the transfer window, and he said it again now. The problem is he said it again now after telling man this is the best owners he's worked with. So fuck all that. Yeah. We move on to predictions. SAEED, we've got Ipswich. Go on, Emirates.
I'm gonna go with 3-0 Arsenal.
3-0. Matisse.
Sorry, who are you playing again?
Arsenal Ipswich.
Oh yeah, Jesus. Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, 3-0.
3-0 as well. Steve.
Same 3-0.
3-0. I'm gonna go for. No. I forgot Saka's injured, but fuck,
He has to play Wanyeri. If he doesn't play Wanyeri,
no, you don't have to. Martinelli, right?
Bro, he said Kai can play there today.
Oh, okay.
That press conference today, generational. Some of the things he said.
He hasn't played there.
I wouldn't read too much into what managers say, man. Just let him play out. Trust me.
He'll play Martinelli for me, right? And then Trossard left.
So he's going to play Martinelli to hit the ball against people's ankles for corners. Okay. Makes sense.
Bro, yo, listen.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
I'm going to go 2. I'm going to go 2-0.
Ipswich are dead team, man.
GRIZZ.
4.
4-0. And so I'm going to say 5-0. Go backwards. What, with Sakurai? You want me to go up? Nah, mate. Next up, Chelsea, Fulham. Obviously, you've just drawn to Everton as well, but considering time, I don't know how much you want to spend on that.
Yo.
Sorry? Oh, sorry. Arsenal is just...
Yeah.
Were you watching the press conference or something?
Yeah, I was going to say, man, are you taking the thoughts on that?
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it because it sounds hilarious.
Actually,
no, I'm gonna watch Turkish's stream because the way he's building this shit up, it sounds so funny.
Bro, you might as well watch my stream. I read it.
I'm gonna watch
through the interview.
I'm gonna watch it because
he's loving this, you know. He's actually loving this.
Nah, it's not even love. It's lust.
The man said it's lust.
So yeah, I won't take too long because it's late, but for once, Maresca's responsible a bit for this one. Now, it's partly Everton. They need a lot of credit. They doubled, tripled up our wingers. Incredible defensive structure, organization, due diligence, tasked with just tracking runners, shutting off space. Like they've kept 5 clean sheets in the last 6 for a reason, so they get credit. But I do feel like we made decisions in the lineup and in the game where we just didn't help ourselves. Playing Gusto as this 8 just has to stop. It's one of his things that he's done that no one seems to like. It's not making sense. Like you have either Renato Vega to tuck in and push Enzo forward where he's played so well, got goals, assists, or dare I say it, do it with Gusto on the right. But I don't want to see Gusto in half spaces. I don't want to see Gusto in the final third. It don't work. It don't look good. It doesn't make sense. So that was an L. The whole left-hand side was just disjointed. It didn't really click. Palmer was arguably maybe one of his worst games in a Chelsea shirt. Just nothing came off. Didn't play well. Poor deliveries, poor weight of pass, poor just in everything. Didn't really get on the ball. Everybody in the attack was bad. For once, it's the defense that played well. Sanchez was brilliant. Tosin was brilliant. Made big blocks. Colwell, Disasi, good. Obviously, they're always going to get some chances when we're trying to push, but the whole defense was good. Caicedo, Enzo was very good. I thought Enzo was probably our best player on the ball. Definitely our best player on the ball. He's the only person that still looked like he was trying to make things happen, still at his A game. The whole attack was dead. It's very rare, if ever, I say. I think that's the first game we've not scored under Maresca this season, someone said in some stats. That's the first time our whole attack was just finished. There was nobody playing well in the attack. Sancho, Neto was maybe a 6 out of 10, maybe 5. Everybody else was worse. So, but it's a one-off. I think with the attack we have, with the goals we get, with how we play, I think it's a one-off. It can happen with Everton. We could have gone top for a few hours. We would have screenshotted the table and said we're still not in the title race. That's kind of what I wanted to have fun with. I didn't get the chance. But it is what it is. I said this team's not ready. I don't actually think this is the reason why this game, but just in general, I just don't think they're ready. Usually it's the defense, not the attack. I'm saying that. But yeah, they've had a good winning run. It was bound to come to an end at some point, and they just need to go on another run again. Snap out of it for Fulham, get back on the horse, try and put together another 3-4 wins. I think we can do that. The games we've got coming up, and just keep trying to solidify that Champions League spot as soon as possible. Quicker you do that, quicker we can start talking about what's next. But for me, I'm still saying the cups. I think Club World Cup, even though it's way, way, way in the distance, I want that. Apparently, if you win that, you get the gold badge on your shirt for 4 years. Give me that shit. Give me that shit, bro. Man City, Yeah, bro, because it's every 4 years. City gonna be tired by that stage. Got old players.
Oh,
bro, give me that shit, bro. I'm trying to be world champions. You know how shameless I could be. Not one champs, not one prem, but world champions. I'm gonna run that shit till the wheels fall off.
Worse.
Can you imagine Jackson being a world champion? He ain't even
champions of the world. You'll never stick that.
You know what I mean? So I'm trying to get all these cups, bro. We got a good squad. We got players coming in the summer that are out on loan. We should have a lot of energy. We're the youngest team out there. So I think, you know, we should be pushing for these things. But yeah, Fulham, that's the next one we move. It's no drama, no stress. It's stress if you thought we were in a title race. You can't afford to drop points to Liverpool. You can't afford. But if you're keeping your head screwed, if you're level-headed, if you understand where this team is, you're not getting ahead of yourself in December, then crack on to the next.
Yeah.
You're not Robert, basically.
Let's go into predictions straight away then. SAEED, Chelsea, Fulham.
Chelsea at home, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with 3-1 Chelsea.
3-1 Matisse.
I'd love another clean sheet. I'm gonna try and put it in the atmosphere. I'll say a 2-0 win. I think Smith Rowe's out. I don't know. He wasn't playing last game, so yeah.
2-0, Steve.
I got some injuries.
3-0 Chelsea.
3-0. I'm going 3-1. Tobs has gone 2-1. Grizz.
Yeah, Fulham have picked up a couple of injuries and they've got a very small squad. Both the midfielders are out or doubtful.
Sanderberg, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Sanderberg and Lukic.
Is Smith Rowe back? Do you know Smith Rowe back?
No, I don't know about Smith Rowe now.
Smith Rowe height, man. He's not.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Without Sanderberg and Sukic in midfield, 3.
Jimenez as well. Didn't play last game, did he?
3-1 minimum. I'll go 3-1.
Oh, another 3-1. So Tobes did go 2-1 Chelsea, and I don't know if I said it earlier, but he went 3-0 to Arsenal in the Ipswich game. So that's that, people. And that's all of the predictions. And let's wrap up with the super chats and member chats. Riku, we ain't got time for this one, but can you send this one again in a future show for us?
Yeah, that's a shout.
We'll get it done on Mount Rushmore, or maybe we do a separate piece of content. I'll think about it, but get it in on the next one, please, Riku, if you don't mind. Yeah.
Make a what of all your nationality? What man wants me to do? Cricket players.
Football,
yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah, he's right. Jasuk says, wishing the community and the panel a Merry Christmas and Happy Christmas and holidays. You man have made great content this year. The mob, back your chat, vlogs, and so on. Big prediction for 2025. Big Six getting 100k subs. Love. I appreciate that, Jasuka. As always, big up. You're always a band. And listen, gift on Christmas Day back to the community, another piece of content. So make sure you subscribe, people. I won't tell you a time. It'll drop when it drops. Jan says, got a few questions. Steve, is there a concern for not qualifying for Champions League? You can answer that one first.
Yeah, obviously you need it for the financial, money in it. And the owners are going to want to be in there. So doesn't matter if I want to be going to Kazakhstan, the football club's going to want to be in the Champions League. You know what I mean? Yeah.
SAEED, Grizz, Tobs, Matisse. Realistic expectations for this season. Well, you just heard Matisse soften any expectations. Grizz's expectations is a Premier League trophy and Champions League double. SAEED's expectations.
Why not add quadruple, man? We're in the semi-final of the thing. We got Akron standing in the FA Cup. Add a quadruple, broski.
Yeah, sorry. Sometimes you don't want to say anything. Now you're saying quadruple.
I'm asking you to say it. I didn't say it. I want you to say it.
No, don't do that, Chris. Are you in the quadruple?
What's going on?
No. So why are you telling Turkish to say it then, innit?
You talk to him, man. What's going on?
No, I've tested. If you want Turkish to acknowledge it, then you say it to everyone.
Oh, let me answer this. Are we all answering each, yeah?
Suppose it's Europa League.
No, you already, your expectations are clear.
Yeah, top 3. Conference League is an absolute must. FA Cup or Club World Cup. I'd love both, but I'll take 1 out of 2.
Also, help Turkish get 100k. Big up. Come on. Suj says, without being disrespectful, there's a difference in being a coach in the Premier League compared to levels in Scotland, Japan, or Australia. That was obviously on the Ange chat. If you guys could bring back one player, who would it be to help your current squad? Matisse is one of my favorite pundits. Shout out to you all. Shout out to you and all the lads. And mine's Henri. Mine's not tough.
Right, Roger.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm gonna say, and people are gonna laugh at me for this one, but Michael Carrick, man.
Oh my God! End the stream. End the stream, Dave.
It could have been worse, Steve. It could have been worse.
Swear down, bro. Like I know you can say Stones and all that, yeah. But I would love a Michael Carrick.
Of all the players in Manchester United's
right.
he comes out with
right,
Michael
He's a rated player, man. You know what I'm saying? I swear down, bro. I would love a Michael Carrick.
He does it on purpose.
Ronaldo, Ryan Giggs, Michael Carrick.
We got a roster. We don't have to talk about
Steve. When you put it like that, fair enough.
He's got, look at his midfield. He's got absolute clowns in midfield, and he's got Roy Keane staring at him, and he's got
he's seen Roy Keane, but Michael Carrick, man.
Adam says, Saeed, don't want to see you doing car park rants after a loss from now on. Rah, if Saeed's really changed people, that's the last car park. Massacre of a video. You will see this
that you guys have seen.
I might not be allowed in the car park though. That's a problem.
Sorry, my outside shout would actually I'll say Carvalho. Just outside shout, something different.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Carvalho.
Yeah, Carvalho's.
Mine's light work, man. You put Stevie G into this, and we're winning the Eurovision Song Contest, everything, Olympics, everything.
I know he might slip.
Who did you say first, Matisse?
What, for the name? I didn't pick one.
Oh, so Carvalho was your first name?
Well, yeah, I'm just something out of the normal,
like
spine guys, but Carvalho, yeah, I'll give him.
I got you.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if you would want to bring him in. You know, maybe it's Suarez in that, but
it's okay. You carry on.
Cool. Hamza says, when's the next call-in show? I want to argue this Rooney and Salah debate. I think Rooney is extremely overrated, and it's just United and England tax. Hamza, we're struggling to get one in this calendar year, but January 100% we'll get one in, and we'll let the community know when. It's just the fixtures have been so few and far. Well, I say few and far between the literally opposite, literally back to back, that it's hard to get in football every single day from now until I don't know when it ends. But yeah, I think the 1st or 2nd of January. Love United, hate the ops, with some advice, not just to Steve, to everyone, because I do this as well. I lean forward, but he's right. Sat right in front of the computer, leaning back. I think about your back, City already stressing you enough.
If you knew my medical history with my back, you would know why I'm leaning forward. My back is bad back.
As it is. But it is a common thing amongst people that work in front of laptops and even on YouTube. And that you just
look what I've got behind my back. Look.
Oh, I thought that was a shock.
Was that a shock? Is that what you're dealing with now? Foamy shock.
Like a giant thing that gives you a hug on your back and a hot water bottle every show. That's why I'm uncomfortable all the time with it.
I think Pep needs one of those.
I know.
Prasoon says, Saeed almost cried on his hate along every time Arsenal scored, but he claims he wants Arsenal to win the league. That's why I respect Matisse and Tobs. They keep it real.
Bro, again, I've just reacted to the goals. I'm like, oh, Jesus scored. Well, I'm not going to celebrate. I'm not an Arsenal fan. So I'm just, just reacting to the goal.
People don't understand that we don't like certain clubs, and that's how we react, and that's how we talk. Like, I had a but I was speaking about Saka or Chelsea, and then Chelsea fans like, why are you so salty? It's not salty. I hate your club. Like, I'm not going to say nice things. What the fuck don't you understand? It's like so weird.
JK says, someone tell Walalo reload the car park rants for us on the red side of Merseyside. I'm trying to see that every week.
Yeah.
And last one here, Robert in the building. Why is GRIZZ coming for me? Don't let your team slip up and let us scoop this title off your head top by accident. Merry Christmas to all. And something about Chelsea there.
Same for you, Robert. I only come for my, people that I relate to and are, close to me. So big up yourself, man. You know what I mean? You've got a special place in my heart. How's that? Happy New Year and all that business.
Yeah, brother. If Arsenal don't win the league, I'll shave my beard, because that fucking makes sense, doesn't it? We don't win the league, so I'll shave my beard and just look like a punk on top of everything. Yeah.
See what I mean? Yeah? Like, what
makes so much sense. Throw in more ideas, Blizzard, please.
Man said he's gonna punish himself.
Them men don't win the title, and then I'm fucking gonna get out of here. Listen, people, hit that like button first and foremost. Make sure you subscribe. We're gonna wrap it up here. There's still 7K in the building. Hit the like button on the way out. gift coming on Christmas Day. We are back Saturday 1 p.m. for the next show, so make sure you're there, people. No show on Thursday, Saturday 1 p.m.
1 second. Are you going to be deducted points, or what are we doing with that?
Oh yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Christmas, man. It's Christmas.
No, bro.
Shut up, man.
Are you
Shut
sure,
up,
man?
do that.
I've lost 2 years in a row. I need this brother on the floor.
Listen, I'm worried about Turkish catching me up. I don't know about you, lot, but
rules are rules, man.
They've done 4 in a row. He deserves to make that.
Oh,
no.
Wow.
Oh my
Steve,
God.
I want a board meeting. If board meeting, I want a board meeting.
Steve, if you board meeting, you will pay for this.
You'll pay for this.
You will pay.
You're going to pay for this.
You will pay. If you finish bottom, you will pay.
Peace out.
Peace.